so that Kyle can listen to this if he wishes.
Can you tell me when you start recording?
I started recording.
Kyle, I miss you!
Penis!
Oh.
Is that a callback to what we used to say before we started recording in the other campaign?
Maybe.
What did we say titties? I can't remember.
It was titties and I wasn't in that game.
Understandable. I salute you. But to bring us to a start, I'm gonna swap around what's on what screen so I can see two things at once. Meg, did you? It's not required, but just so I know, rundown wise, did you listen to the recording of last session? Meg? We can't hear you guys if you're talking, Em and Meg. Hello?
What shows that you're muted?
What?
Oh wait, no, I muted
Yeah, you muted
I
me.
couldn't hear you. Okay.
Megan's playing God.
Understandable.
Megan did not listen to it. I gave her a stunning recap while we were eating pierogies, though.
Understandable. I salute.
It was very good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I see that you're Gaslight and Gatekeep. I'll be Girl Boss.
Kyle's already girl boss.
Kyle's... Okay, then I'll be...
We can have two girl bosses.
Oh, be girl boss. Like you're a
Girl
dad.
Boss. How do I change my nickname?
You
Girl
right click on
boss?
yourself. Girl boss.
Girl boss. I support that.
I'll just be... Tatas. Tatas. I'm the tits of the group.
Thank you for this.
Fair enough.
But to give you give all of you a brief rundown of last time, you guys did a fight. That was mainly the entire session. They rolled up on the raid house. You guys fought. Some people were kidnapped. It's maybe fine.
Oh yeah, that part.
Who got kidnapped?
I don't know.
Oh. I thought it was like Soda's been kidnapped. I was like, not for long.
No, some of the sick people that were there were taken.
Fuck.
And then you guys took one of the raiders as a prisoner.
You too.
And then I'm getting to that. And then
Okay.
one of the stronger ones tried to run. And Ivory chased him down. And that went some type of way. He stabbed him through the throat. Ivory died. Ivory came back. It was a great time.
I thought it went really well.
Yeah. It was great. It was a fun time. You guys were a bit shell-shocked. And Brine kind of gave you all a thumbs up and said, hey, go rest. I'll, lock these guys up and we can meet up tomorrow and discuss what we want to do. Go get some rest. And you guys did. You went back to the inn. Lily Dose had a dream during that evening.
Fog.
Yeah, and I'm gonna talk to somebody else who hasn't
you got
hasn't had a
picked.
turn. I've been sitting on this one for a little bit. I've been waiting for somebody. Hey, Soda.
Ooh. No! Nightmare. Bro, what the fuck?
I'm
Beans.
so sorry. But Soda, you might remember from two sessions ago, when you had contracted something? ?
Yeah, I got the disease.
Yeah. You had started to feel a bit sweaty, a bit not stellar, but it hasn't impacted you deeply yet.
Yeah. I got vaccinated and waiting for the side
I
effects.
just spat all over my notes.
I can see it from here. Mean to me. Okay, I do kind of want Spaghetti Factory now. Sorry, I'm sorry. Continue.
No, you're fine. I understand. But you lay down for the night, and you already know it's gonna be a time, because even though you like crack a window open, you only pull up the sheets, you leave down the blanket. You're just hot. You're hot. You know, you do what you can. Not the fun kind of hot either, to be clear.
Yeah, I'm having like a bad time. Like I'm overstimulated.
Yeah.
Fucking. It's like summer, no air conditioning in the room, kind of hot.
Exactly. It's very
Fuck, I hate
sticky.
that.
It's terrible.
Ew, it's
Yeah.
stinky, sticky,
And
yucky.
and distantly, you are aware, like, this kind of feels like a fever. I'll worry about it in the morning.
That's exactly what Soda says. This feels quite like a fever.
But you finally manage to fall asleep. And your dreams are very disjointed and make less sense than usual. It's like hard to grasp onto any details. Every time like your brain starts to land on something, it flicks away to the next topic. But always in the back of your mind, you're aware of this new factor, this darkness that is kind of lurking there, that you feel a faint draw towards. Not so much that you can't ignore it, which you do largely ignore it, but you are aware that there's this dark emptiness just kind of lurking. And while it feels very empty and desolate, you're aware that there's people there. But you're fine. You focus on your own dream. Until your dream does begin to solidify into something.
Uh-oh.
You... No. I'm so sorry. But you begin to hear waves crashing in the distance, the beat of the ocean against the side of a ship. You hear winds starting to like make the sails roll in a very nostalgic way, very like home way to you. And you faintly hear somebody call your name.
Call me when you want.
And
Call me when you need. Sorry.
You can't see anything just yet, though you're aware it's starting to slowly become clear. And the voice also becomes clear. And it's very... You're aware on some level that the voice is familiar. You know this person, but right now, within the dream, just the name isn't coming to you. But the tone of the voice is calling to you as if they're calling for you to wake up, like kind of amused and like, come on, it's time to start the day, Soda. Very, very familiar, both in the sense that you know the person and they are familiar with you, you know?
Fair.
And then through this, you know, the fogginess of your sleepy brain, you start to see glimpses of the ship that you've been hearing. You're standing on the deck. You recognize the huge black sails, the dark wood, the time-worn and carved helm. This is the Bolio, your ship. And
The ship for
yeah. And you have that familiar sway under your feet, and you have a moment of recognizing, like, this is a place where you feel very comfortable. And you feel the Bolio kind of jolt a bit, and you see nobody's at the helm. So you start to reach out to grab it, to straighten the ship out.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Yeah, whoa, what the fuck?
But you
What the fuck did that?
You feel that darkness kind of suddenly press forward more and almost draw you backwards, and you can't quite reach the helm. And then the voice starts to grow more intent as it calls your name, concerned. And the dream starts to fade, starts to flick away like the other shards that you've been seeing have been doing. but for a moment there's a flicker of a different location. A damp, dark cell with chains on the wall and voices outside. But the voice, the one that's been talking to you, becomes much clearer and confused as they say, Soda, what are you doing here? And you wake up. You kind of jolt awake, hot,
Hell yeah.
Sweaty.
and really the only distinct parts of your night that you remember are that dark emptiness and that kind of memory of the bolio and the voice calling to you. And if you want to try and recall whose voice that was, you can make a history check.
Absolutely, I am.
It is kind of funny to imagine somebody like in mild distress calling out for soda.
Stop doing. Okay. Sorry, what check? Investigation?
History.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Rock and roll, that's a 13.
Okay, barbarian.
I'd rule that's enough because you're pretty familiar with this person.
Sick.
That was Captain Orley.
Captain!
Captain! Look!
Shit, no! We got so much shit!
That's Soda. Legit.
Yeah.
Captain! Look!
But, yeah?
What's the, yeah? Ooh, spooky. Okay, I wake up in a sweat and I'm hangry.
Yeah.
Rats on the floor.
And
It's on the floor.
you're fairly certain at this point that you do indeed have a fever. Like
Shit.
you've had to take care of yourself and other people on the ship often enough to recognize, like, this is most likely a fever.
What?
Ruh-roh. Like, fuck.
Like Scoob.
Like Scoob.
Elsewhere, as you guys are waking up, starting your day, Riot's maybe getting ready, getting big knife in order.
I summon that shit.
Yeah, maybe you spent some time polishing your sword. Anyways,
On the floor while fucking Soda's having a fever dream.
I'm so upset, Scorp. I'm so upset. I have to leave the campaign immediately.
No.
I'd like to retract the deal I made to come back to life.
I'd like to pass away again.
Yeah.
Please, I beg.
Lilydose wakes up from her confusing dream, but I'm going to speak briefly to a different person. Ivory, you wake up. Hey, similar to Soda, hot and sweaty.
Hell yeah.
Hot and sweaty, love.
Sweaty love.
You didn't have incredibly distinct dreams, just mainly that darkness and emptiness you've been sensing. But what wakes you up? Yeah, Ivory.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was distracted
That was fine.
by the smell of chicken.
Understandable. But what stirs you to wakefulness isn't like, your own internal alarm clock or anything like that. It's a little on your door.
Ah, shit.
And you kind of, do you tell the person that they can enter?
Ivory kind of just like, like when you rub your face when you just first wake up, you're like, Jesus, I don't want to be awake right now. Before standing up and going to the door and cracking it, like opening it part way, like leaning on the door just to see who it is, just in case they don't want to let them in,
Yeah. You see Sir Everett standing there, looking tired, which it's kind of weird to see him outside of the room because you guys had been sharing the room. So you're not really sure why he's out there and knocking to come in.
Ivory looks visibly confused, but steps back and lets him into his own fucking room.
He does the respectful head nod as he steps past you. sets some stuff down and starts pulling out some small bottles of like small tinctures, some plants, and then he like lays them out on his like still made bed, and turns to you. So, this is what I managed to find last night. A bit of a last minute thing. But according to Thorn, these are some of the things that have been helping lessen fevers. I saw your hands were shaking a bit yesterday. I didn't want you to be... Thought it would be... Yes.
That wasn't Ivory, that's me. I'm so soft for this man.
How are you feeling, Ivory? And you see, like, his gaze flick to your neck and then very pointedly force himself to meet your eyes. He looks tired and guilty.
Oh. How do I feel?
You're sick. You're sick.
You're sick
and tired.
You're sick. Your neck probably isn't as sore as it should be after, the way that wound was sealed. But it is, like, sore.
Admittedly, I don't feel any better than I did before, but... What can you do? But Ivory kind of, like, goes to their bed. Where did he set up the stuff?
He had, like, laid out various, like, herbal things and, like, tinctures on his bed, which is, like, across the room from yours.
Yeah. Ivory will just take a seat on their bed and just... kind of just, like... They're expecting, like, I'm just like... They're not sure, like... They're... I can't talk! My brain go burr.
No.
Ivory just, like, looks at the herbs and everything. Like, so, how did they say that they worked?
Some are taken orally. Some are, burned and breathed in, supposed to help with, keeping your throat clear. One they said was like a topical salve along the skin. Not really sure how that would help, but I'm willing to try anything.
Can I insight check him?
Sure.
He's shitting his pants. He actually has to really go to the bathroom.
I want to vibe check him. That's what I want to do.
Smack him with a loot. 5 check.
Let's...
+3. That is a nat 20.
Oh!
Hey.
Hello, everybody.
Let me see your insides.
No.
Yeah, sure.
You-
You can.
You can gaze into the insides.
Considering the way he's acting right now and what you know about his past, you can make some inferences. You know that Sir Everett has taught many young paladins like yourself, has traveled around the nation with them.
Mm-hmm.
Spent a lot of time. It's his passion to help young people who are trying to follow this path. And, you can make a safe guess that it probably hasn't always gone great.
Oh.
But taking in, like, his body language, his anxiousness, the way he keeps, like, wringing his hands, you get the feeling that he has maybe lost a student to some sort of illness before, and he is getting very anxious about this.
Oh! Yeah, Ivory's not gonna stop him at all. Like, hey, do whatever you need to do to make yourself feel better, King. Ivory gives him, like, just a tired smile and just... Well, I think there's some time before breakfast, so let's see what we can do.
I have a question.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Right,
So-
opening the door.
Yeah, sorry. This is just more of a comment, actually. So, he teaches paladins, right?
Yeah.
So it is... I know... Listen.
Paladins are immune
I know that he changes paladins, and paladins are immune to disease, so it's really weird this happened twice. like, this isn't me saying it, this is just Sir Avert, you don't have a great track record.
Hey, I love
Yeah.
you. It's almost like that's pertinent.
That's weird. That's weird. It's not weird. It's not weird.
It's ironic. It's weird.
It's ironic. Thank you.
Kind of LOL.
Kind of LMAO. You feel me?
Sir Everett, if I had a nickel for every single time my student got sick, it had
And died.
Shoot, we just know
I have
that
2 nickels.
Which isn't a lot. Weird that it happened twice.
I am going to leave. I am going to leave. That is it. That is it.
Why do you mean? We just have the same brain.
Same hat.
Same hat.
We have fun here.
But you spend some time allowing Sir Everett to fuss over you, and you know there's been times where he's shown this more like mother henish side. He's usually very quiet, doesn't talk about feelings.
Could you pause for like 2 seconds while I go to my phone because I'm worried about my chicken?
You're so valid. Get that chicken.
Like chickens or like
chicken food.
ooh
No,
Chicken
no,
thingies.
Oh my god, groovy.
it's-
Yeah, I have
it's
honey garlic chicken.
Garlic, yeah.
Oh,
Oh, that's exciting. What are we gonna have for
Uh-oh.
dinner?
tears.
Yeah, we'll just drink water really fast and then go to bed. No one ever listen to me.
This skin's a little
No.
crispy in my... Oh, it is cooking!
Oh, yay!
Oh, you just press a button. Okay, cool.
Noel just in the background. Oh, it is cooking.
All my ink is like bleeding now because I spat all over my notebook.
I'm so sorry, kid.
Sorry, it's because anybody like upstairs doesn't know how to use the fucking rice cooker, and I press a button and prayed, and it has steam coming out of it, so I'm assuming it's cooking.
That's
Yeah,
good.
it's
So I'm
working.
very excited about it. But now the issue is that I think my chicken is first of all a little more crispy than I thought it was gonna be. But I don't exactly have found it. Never mind, we're good. I was gonna say like an oven mitt. So
Grab some socks and pray.
I've done that before. I've like pulled my coat down over my hand.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Me going in with bare hands.
No.
I'm fucking nuts. I'm always on edge.
You joke. One time in Panera, I watched my manager nearly do that. Like she forgot to grab the mitts, and I saw her start to reach in. I yelled. Terrifying.
Man, have you seen me do that? Megan, no, and I'm like, oh.
okay, the chicken's out. We're good.
Nice. But yeah, he's not very like emotive and doesn't really like talk about feelings a ton. But he certainly doesn't now. Addressing your feelings, no. That's for other people. Why would anyone do that? But you let him fuss over you. You breathe in some smoke. He puts some salves on your skin to let absorb. Very like topical gel kind of thing.
You're gonna smell real illegal. You just smell like Tiger Bomb.
That's so fucking funny. It's just Tiger Bomb.
By the way, Scorp,
Mm-hmm.
you should be expecting something at your door in 3 minutes.
I know.
Uh-huh.
I love you. I'm gonna kill you.
No, you're not.
Try it.
I'll come to Canada and I'll tackle you with a hug and you'll be like, oh, this is great. But then you'll realize I'm choking you out.
So you realize you can't breathe.
Oh. Face and some pecs, it's great.
In that case, I will be right back because my family is still downstairs and
Fair
they
enough.
will grab my food. So I will be back.
Rude.
Wow, I love Oliver.
I also love Oliver.
What a gay man.
What a gay man.
I really hope that the actual place that I ordered from is good, because I just found like the first place that actually looked like it would cook pasta.
Fair.
It looks real. It's like
how are the
Pizzoco
ratings?
Ristorante Italiano and Martini Bar. I didn't.
Oh, this sounds good.
It sounds fancy.
Did you see the rate? Does it have a rating? Oh. No.
Yeah.
What's the rating?
I'm gonna go look.
Oh, I thought you were looking at it and it was like 2. I was like, what the fuck? Wait, give me the name again. Give me the name.
1 sec.
Martini Bar.
Uh.
Italian Martini.
Oh, I don't see a. Oh, there it is. 4.5 over almost 3,000 plus ratings.
Out of 5?
4.5 out of 5. I'm assuming.
Because
That's pretty good.
okay, what's it called?
Pizzoco Ristorante. One sec. I'm just gonna copy paste it.
Ristorante.
I got it.
Mamma mia.
New Hampshire, USA. There it is.
Here we go.
Oh, wow, that
again.
shit is-
My.
Nashua. It's got 4 stars. That's good.
Yeah.
Classical Italian fare, pizza, panini, plus martinis and other drinks. That's lovely.
Yeah.
Well,
I did also get Oliver a chocolate cake and Coke.
Bro, fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
Coca-Cola.
Me and Megan spoil Oliver tonight. We say thank you
You
for
guys are so
DMing.
nice.
We said thank you for DMing Oliver.
Thank you for the DM. Please have a Coca-Cola.
Thank you for DMing.
Let's have some Coke, bro.
Yeah. Slaps your ass. Have a Coca-Cola.
Have some cock.
Okay. Employment. Y'all
What?
hiring?
Y'all
We're
hiring?
looking for help. I'm gonna apply.
Where?
What? You're in Canada?
Yeah.
Bruh.
I'm not paying rent by myself.
Wait, I want to.
You should make sure that it's painfully obvious that you live in
Oh,
Canada.
Merrimack. Location, Merrimack. I'll apply for Oliver.
No, he might get assistant manager at Gap.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
That'd be poggers. Then he could kick that woman in the head.
Hell yeah.
Legally, he could kick Aaron in the head. Are you eligible to work in the United States? No.
No. Straight up, no.
Have you ever been convicted of a crime? Yes.
Emil!
Employment desired. How many hours can you work weekly? 0.
A lot. Why are you doing this?
I'm not actually.
No, Em, do 1 hour.
1 hour a week,
funny.
please. I'm so busy.
No.
I got a slideshow from the person. Thank you for this photo, dude. I'm in Canada.
That looks great, King. Thanks.
Okay, so I'm assuming that he's down. Oliver's down there, and he's gonna get the food first. Why is there so much of it?
So much food?
Yeah, there's
How
like 2
much?
bags.
Oh. He's gonna
How
get
do
it.
you know
It's
there's 2 bags?
Because you get a picture of it because Uber Eats.
Oh!
It's not Uber Eats because I'm banned. It's DoorDash.
I hate that you said that so casually.
It's like how casually they say, "Oh yeah, I'm banned from Twitter." Why did I sound so Canadian saying that?
Tinder,
that was
not
really...
Twitter.
I said Tinder.
You said Twitter.
Oh well, maybe it was the accent.
No, it was Twitter. You very specifically said Twitter. But no,
Whatever.
I have no idea why I'm banned off Uber Eats. I have expressed this to you guys before. Emil, like, remember you were saying like,
Oh, yeah,
let's order you a Uber, and I'm like, I can't, and he's like, what? And I'm like, yeah, I'm banned from Uber.
Get you a lift then, I
How the
guess.
fuck do you get banned from Uber?
I don't
How do
know.
How do you get banned from Tinder?
I don't know.
I'm assuming
brother
that
will
someone
call us
might have
soon.
somebody might have used my shit to make it like when I was younger. Who knows? Under the age, I don't know. Either way, I'm banned, and I don't care. Apparently, you can't appeal.
Can you like?
Can't even appeal.
Wow,
I mean,
Twitter's
I don't-
just verifying a bunch of people.
Who got verified?
Well, just everybody.
I was verified.
I wish that
But
I was
yeah,
Molly
no.
Mock Tea Leaf.
Yeah, same. But for some reason, there's 2 bags there, and I don't know why.
Weird.
Maybe one's for like the chalky cake or whatever.
Chunky. Maybe it's like a whole fucking cake.
Oh my god, it was $9.
Uh,
I apologize for that.
I think portions are also just bigger in America.
That's true.
Oh,
'Cause,
fuck,
like-
you right.
Because I like when we were in Seattle, I was like,
With Spaghetti Factory, I could never finish. We could never finish the food. We'd eat half,
yeah.
and then eat the other half like the next day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Italian restaurants take a lot of food.
No.
Yeah.
Oh boy,
I'm
here we
going
go.
to kill you.
Why? What'd I do? What'd I do?
You not only got me fucking food, you got me cake too.
Yeah.
Me and Megan shake hands. Megan was in all this time, bro.
Meg, you are not going to be spared. I'm sorry.
Try me.
But yeah, why were there 2 bags, Oliver? Please explain that to me. I got a photo and I'm like, I don't know why there's 2 bags.
Oh, the paper bag had the pasta and whatever this is in it. Hold on, I'm opening it. Oh,
Bread? Bread?
It's a piece of bread.
Bread!
A triangle
Yes!
piece of bread.
Is it garlic bread?
Woo! Enjoy garlic bread.
It looks like normal bread.
Oh.
That's good. Anyways, I
Yeah,
hope they have
still
garlic
good.
butter.
Yeah. And then the other bag was butter. And the
Hey,
cake.
yo.
1 bag was just all of butter?
No, it was butter and then cake. I assume
Yeah.
because it was like a chill bag and then a hot bag, you know?
Yeah,
Fair.
because like the cake would, the icing would melt with the heat.
Yeah. Yeah.
True. Did you get your Coke?
I did.
Coca-Cola. Do you like Coca-Cola?
There was not a lot of options, so I hope that you like Coke.
Oliver doesn't like fizzy things.
Shit.
It's okay.
So he's a monster and gets the Java monsters.
Listen, I caught
Ew.
my mother over the cake, so I bribed her with the soda.
Wow.
Oh no, don't say that I got it for you. She can't have any.
Yeah, I think at first she was like, "No, you definitely got this for yourself. You're wasting money." And then I pulled out the soda, and she was like, "Oh, yeah, that wasn't you."
That's so fucking funny.
But I'm gonna kill you, Noel. I love you.
No, you're not.
Thank you.
Enjoy your food.
But yeah, Sir Everett fusses over you.
As I fuss over you.
Yeah. And you guys are awake and about. Brine, the paladin you guys have been working with, had said she'd be by, let's say, like 9 o'clock, and it's like 8:15 right now, so you guys have time to eat breakfast and all that jazz. Maybe talk about what happened.
Or
if you
we
guys
completely
want to.
ignore it.
So it immediately wakes up and grabs Rai by the throat.
Why?
Oh,
Hey, give me some time to eat some of this pasta.
no, that's completely valid.
Fair.
I almost killed a man today.
What?
Today?
Yeah.
What?
Remember? In Walmart?
Oh yeah, oh my god. I've
fuck?
never seen you snap like so fast.
What?
Wait, I
I
want
got
to hear about
so
this.
I
nervous.
get mad.
I know. There's a dude in Walmart not wearing a mask.
Mm-hmm.
And I like whispered to Emil, I was like, yeah, there's like this old white man like not wearing a mask. And we were walking out of Walmart and I like looked behind us and I was like, okay, like yeah, he's just like walking out. And Emil literally 180'd within like 0.3 seconds and just stared at him and I was like, babe, like we gotta go, like stop, you're making a scene. And he just kept staring and I was like it was fine though.
Bark, bark, bark.
Yeah, bark, bark, bark. And then there was a lady not wearing a mask in front of him
And then we saw another guy.
too, and then another guy without a mask.
To be clear, you can get fined $2,000 for not wearing a mask.
Yeah,
That's wild.
How can we make sure that they get fined?
Report them.
narc.
Well, the thing is that this woman who wasn't wearing the mask, Megan like looked her up and down like very obviously as we're walking past her,
I gave her like the side eye. Like I've never side eyed someone so hard before.
and she started like looking around, like threw her hands up, and she was like, "Oh, I forgot my mask."
That's so
I was like, how do
fucking
you
funny.
forget, dumbass?
Anyways, we're very judgy people apparently.
As you should.
No, I.
Dude, I see somebody with like their nose over their mask, and I just stare them down, and I look just, dude. Oh my god! So I was going from a house viewing, and it was raining, and so some people had umbrellas, and this dude he had like the small umbrella that was collapsible, and he put it on about to put it on the seat beside him, and I was just staring him down, and he just like looks down at the umbrella and then puts it on the ground. But the seat's already wet, and like somebody else like couldn't sit down, and I'm like, I can't fucking believe it. It's the power I felt. I was
Me
like,
on the Skytrain,
yeah.
someone to sit next to me. I'm like, please don't.
I don't like it when people sit. I actually like it when people don't sit next to me on the SkyTrain and instead sit next to somebody else because it makes me feel like alpha.
I actually get sad because then I'm like, oh. Like, if it's like another woman, I'm always like, I'll remove my bags and like pat the fucking seat next to me. Like, I will like actively be like, please sit next to me. But if it's like a man, I'm like, no, I'm gonna make myself wide, mean, and angry.
I'd prefer that
Bark, bark.
I'd prefer that men sit next to me than sit next to women.
Understandable.
That's fair.
Because I don't want women to have to sit next to big construction man
Yeah.
who fucking spreads his legs like it's. Anyways.
I spread them back. I've started doing that where it's like if like a guy sits next to me and he like opens his legs up, I will open mine to the point where it's like my knee is touching his.
This is kind of romantic.
And I'll be like, if this makes you uncomfortable, then you can move. Because we're gonna sit here with our knees touching.
Hey,
Nice.
King, guess what? My cock's bigger.
Nice.
Pretty much. I'm like, sorry, my balls are so fucking fat
Massive. They're just
and sweaty.
Sorry, dude.
And they're all swollen because your mom was sucking on them last night.
I want to see Megan say that to somebody's face.
Fuck,
Don't listen.
these are gonna be on YouTube.
Megan, I love you. Come back.
Oh, I'm here. Never left.
I love the three of you. I beg of you, D&D.
Sorry. I was letting you eat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I meant interacting
breakfast time.
character.
I'm
this
sorry.
was soda.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's so
Wait.
like on the
My
carriage.
cloak is so big.
Soda on the cart right here, just like fucking spreads.
Yeah.
Sorry,
soda sits-
balls are so massive. Your mom was sucking. Thanks, Soda.
I didn't know you meant character conversation. I'm so sorry.
No, it's
Squad
fine.
literally said, "Hey, you guys have time to talk over breakfast."
Sorry.
It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. Ivory just like plastered in like different salves, like just like on their like like when somebody has like zits on, it's like plaster on their zits, just all over their face. It's just
I'm gonna lean over to Ivory and kind of.
You sort of smell a bit strong.
Stinky.
Ivory just like takes a deep breath.
Well, I wouldn't take that deep a breath.
Stinky.
We were trying to see if we could make me feel better.
Or are you feeling bad?
I'm sick.
Right.
Yes.
Have I noticed that sodas like kind of?
Yeah.
Get the cold sweats.
Have I been like seeing like looking at Soda and be like, this seems familiar?
Are you trying to hide it, Soda?
No. Soda's like
Crazy.
not having a good time.
Then listen, as long as your passive insight is over 13, you notice.
Don't fucking notice.
It is not. I have
For
11.
fuck's sakes.
I have 10.
Oh
Everyone
no,
is-
we're
is
charisma
tired.
built.
Everybody sleep.
You're all a bunch of
Oliver, we
fucking
have a
idiots. I'm
charisma
sick.
bill.
Help me.
Does Avinka notice?
So,
Avinka is coincidentally enough eating.
Fair enough, Avinka.
How did we all sleep?
Oh, I want to say a joke, but I can't.
Do it.
like the
How?
dead.
I was gonna say like the dead, but Ivory would not.
But I feel sick.
You want a belly rub or something?
No.
The hesitation.
Megan wants a belly button.
Avinka's gonna, like, lean across the table and, like, put the back of her hand against your forehead, Soda. You do feel rather warm.
I think I have COVID.
I think you.
Can't stop sneezing. My body
It's
aches.
actually not a symptom.
No, actually, are you okay though? Because you do look kind of shit.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I feel like shit.
What's wrong?
I had an awful nightmare.
Are you contagious?
I hope so. You're next.
Oh. I opened my mouth.
I stick my finger in it.
Yeah!
It'd be like that.
D&D parties be like.
Sticks finger in mouth.
It really is a shame that Al is just so
Al, can you feel my forehead?
out of it.
I take Al's hand and put it on my forehead. Heal me.
I don't know how Celestial Clerics work. One sec. I mean, Celestial
Who's
Warlocks.
playing Al?
Celestial sorcerers, not warlocks.
Sorcerer!
We all play Al.
I'm the Warlock. Fuck.
Hold on, let me...
Divine. I'm pulling it up.
Because I remember Al did something last session that helped, but I can't remember
Yeah.
off the top of my head what it was. Because I'm not smart.
Whatever it is, do it again.
Was it the Lesser Restoration?
I think it was. Yeah, because Al has Lesser Restoration. I believe it was Lesser Restoration.
Okay.
Restoration. I can talk. Yeah, Al is mysteriously, doesn't talk much, doesn't really sound like himself, but says, "Sure thing, Soda," puts his hands, on your arm.
I don't question it, the man's healing me.
Cast Lesser Restoration, and you do feel, any negative effects that might have popped up from it, mechanically, fade.
I start eating breakfast.
Yeah, you finally feel good enough to eat.
Yeah, I'm just taking handfuls of whatever I can get my hands on, and I just start shoving them in my mouth. I'm
Understandable.
so hungry.
Avinka,
It's like I have a hangover.
kind of settles back in her seat and, like, kind of glances around the group with the face of, is someone gonna say it? Is someone gonna say it?
Somebody gonna say what?
Well, she was making an expression, not saying it, but go off.
Oh, I look hard at Vinka. Got something on your mind?
Well, I mean, there was... Ooh, an F true.
Just new.
Who died?
New.
Welcome back. She kind of, like, considers it for a moment. Well, I mean, there was the whole someone dying thing, but...
Well, see, I wasn't gonna bring it up unless they actually brought it up, because I feel like it might be a sore topic to bring up.
Soda immediately with food in their mouth. How you...
You guys cut out at that exact moment.
Oliver,
Yeah.
how does Ivinka know that someone died?
She was there.
No, she was with Sir Everett.
Yeah, but you guys have been in a group. Brine was there, was then with her. Averett's been around. She definitely heard it from somebody. People gossip.
Someone who the fuck who snitched? Who snitched?
Who snitched? You can ask if you want, but
Yeah, no, Ivory kind of like you know when like you hard press your lips together, but just like very pointedly continues to eat.
I mean, I wasn't going to push the topic. I was at least going to bring it up and ask if it would be alright for us to address it. But if Ivory doesn't want to, I completely understand. I just wanted to put it on the table. You know. As a discussion topic. Possible.
Did you want to talk about it then, Ivory?
1 second, I'm going back to my computer.
You know, I don't actually... Are you sure that you died? Because you seem fine right now.
Yeah,
I
sometimes
couldn't
I'm
hear you
really
right. Sorry, what you say?
hungry.
I just said, are you sure that you actually died? Because you're fine now. Like, are you positive? I sound like an anti-vaxxer.
sure you had COVID, or do you think it was a government scheme?
Maybe it was the chemicals in the water that make the frogs gay.
Jesus.
I just got rid of the elevator door by accident.
Ivory kind of just gives a deep sigh and just. I don't see why this shit is a good breakfast topic. Admittedly.
I was just asking if you want to talk about it.
Yeah, do you want to wait till lunch?
Yeah, I'm ready dinner. Never.
Mm,
What is there to discuss? I'm alive.
I'm just wondering how you're feeling, sort of.
yeah.
Sick.
Just sick.
Me too. Maybe I died.
I don't think you died.
Well, I mean, I was kind of wondering about the whole how of you coming back. You know, it's not really something you typically see.
Do I feel like, like being the back of my neck is being stared at, like the little tingles?
That gives me flashbacks.
Not currently. You haven't felt it much this morning. You felt it briefly when you first woke up, but not since then.
I had a conversation with my god. He said he was not done with me.
You guys do that a lot.
Like a threat?
Like a threat, or sort of.
How's
How's your relationship with God?
I doubt that it was a threat. It's, I have an oath to him and my family.
I know the paladins typically do have oaths. What's yours? If you want to talk about it, you don't have to. I'm just inclined to ask questions of people. I don't want to ask them, but if they don't want to answer them, they don't have to.
Oliver, would I just say that it's an oath of the crown, or like what would I say?
You could say it's an oath of the crown, or you could say like, oh, it's an oath to my family, or an oath to my city, or to loyalty. Okay. But it's really up to you how you want to explain it.
Thank you. Did I not just say what my oath was? It's to my family.
Well, I just don't feel like it was a broader topic than that.
Well, I need to make sure that they're safe, protect them.
Why are you here then?
What they need. I need to complete my pilgrimage.
Alright. Fair enough. Everybody needs a little bit of life experience. Can't be cooped up your whole life.
No.
So, if we're done talking about death and dying and gods and oaths to people in different cities, what exactly is it that we're doing today? Because we were going to go talk to that guy that we sort of brained in the warehouse, weren't we? Because a bunch of people did get kidnapped, and I know we're in a bit of predicament with our whole how we're feeling and stuff, but maybe we should probably find out where those people went. The warlock's done talking now.
I'm trying to eat.
So does eating.
Oh my god, fucking
Everyone be
Jackie
here with their
pulled
mouth full.
sucrose. Are you kidding me?
I'm eating gummy worms, so it feels like I'm eating jerky,
You're
and I'm
so
using
bad.
that to my advantage.
Well, I believe that we are meeting with Brene to talk about what happened last night.
So are we going to go do that now?
Was she not coming to meet us?
Oh, she was going to come meet us?
Yeah.
Well, that's awful convenient.
Bless her heart.
Are you okay? You. So Soda. So I'll give a minor restoration to Soda.
I start eating faster.
Oh boy. How many spell slots does this cat got? Oh, he's got a few. Mechanically, is Ivory being affected?
Yes, because it is a new day.
What does it do?
You don't know. You guys haven't gotten a chance to really observe it in action since.
I think that
Ivory was also restoration yesterday.
Kyle said just treat Al like a straight heal bot.
Mm-hmm.
So, ka-chow.
Ciao.
Ka-chow.
I mark off a second lesser restoration.
Yeah.
Understandable. As you guys are finishing up this conversation and you know, discussing what might be next, the tavern has been like rather quiet because it is like pre 9 a.m. You know, most people aren't in drinking at this time. But the door swings open, and kind of ducking to fit into the door frame is the tall figure of the Goliath in golden plate armor, Brine. She kind of pauses at seeing you all, does the hand salute, and strolls on over with heavy footsteps. So, good to see you lot up and about.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you all feeling? It was an interesting night.
That's one way to put it.
Certainly. Are you all still interested in helping to question the two that we took?
Oh, I'm gonna scare the shit out of him when I come back. Oh man!
Yeah, he went down seeing you dead, so...
Oh boy!
Yeesh.
I think we could have some fun with them.
I saw that he got taken in though, right?
Yeah.
It might not be best for me to... I suppose it might be a good intimidation tactic if we want to go that way.
I think it'd be funny.
Now is not the time for humor.
I think it's always fine to add levity to a situation, gives you context.
I think it's the perfect time to scare the shit out of them.
I have expertise in intimidation.
I don't.
Let's fucking give her!
I also have a sexy intimidation.
We shake hands. Clasp for brother.
Brother, I break your forearm.
Nice. You could.
Alright. So, one I had already started on this morning. She was the less strong one, to put it nicely. From what I got, it seems that she's just a hired hand, you know, a mercenary that was hired a day of. You guys are welcome to question her as well. I think you'll be more interested in the second fellow, though, the one who is much more involved in the situation.
We did sort of kill people yesterday, didn't we?
You did. You killed 2 people.
Yikes.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Speaking of which, it was a stressful day yesterday, and I'm very thankful for your help. And I know that this wasn't mentioned before, but I spoke with some of my superiors, and they gave me some funds to play around with. So, and she pulls out a heavy bag and sets it onto the table and slides it towards you all. And
Grab.
there are 50 gold pieces for each of you.
50?
Hey up,
Yeah.
money. Fuck.
Yes, thank you.
Fuck my hiccups.
I press an F. Yep, 50 GP each.
Dude, I'm rich as fuck. Don't touch me.
Touch.
Where's money?
What did I spend money on? I feel like I had
Books.
more.
Books.
Oh, right, yeah, I did. God, Riot's reading those at the breakfast table.
Oh.
As he should be.
Do you want to hear about this book? Wait, no, sorry, we're about to go. We're about to go in Terry's event. Never mind.
And I just wanted to say sorry about all of that. Wasn't really anything I could have done to stop it, but it still feels like it would be an asshole move to not say something. And on behalf of the Alliance, again, thank you. So, we ready to go interrogate some fucker?
Yeah.
Ready as well be.
Alrighty. You guys, get up, get boots last laced up, get situated, and Brene leads you guys out. As she leads you down the streets, she leads you all in a direction you haven't really gone before. She kind of heads northwards towards one of the edges of the upper quarter, though she doesn't enter the upper quarter. She heads towards what's clearly like some sort of residential area.
Oliver,
Yes.
on the way there, may I talk to Ivinka quickly?
Yes, you can.
So, let me know
No.
when. No, heart emoji.
You can't.
Go right ahead. You can do it now.
Ivory kind of just like slows down until like they're just together, just kind of like away from Brene. Just like, so, where did you hear that from?
Hear what?
What you brought up this morning?
Oh, that little tidbit. Well, there's only so much pacing around I can tolerate before I ask some panicked man what is going on. And he info-dumped about some stuff. And so I walked him around last night to some different shops. Some places suggested he speak to Thorn when Thorn was awake. Not to wake Thorn up, because that would not be polite. But, he was not really fully thinking straight. Wanted to help, but didn't really have the capacity to focus on the how. So I assisted him. She would not.
No.
I mean, technically she did.
Victor didn't tell people.
out on the table. Hey, so we're gonna talk about how someone died?
Yeah, you guys all already knew.
I'm still not convinced.
Ivory looks kind of guilty and does a little nod and that is why he looks so tired.
Yes, I encouraged him to get some rest, but you know how stubborn men can be sometimes.
Men.
Men.
Am I right?
Of course.
Uh,
Sorry for bothering you.
no, not bothering me at all. I welcome the company.
Ivory does a small little smile and nod before going quiet. That's all they wanted to know.
Alright, you see out of the corner of your eye, like, as Ivinka kind of drops back a bit, like, she makes some sort of gesture with her hand, and then you feel like something shoving in between your feet to very pointedly walk between your feet as you're walking. And
God damn it.
There's a very round raccoon that is sort of trying to trip you, but also sort of keeping you company.
Can I try to pick up the raccoon?
At your own risk. You can roll animal handling.
Let's do it. Because I don't feel like getting tripped in my entire armor tonight. Alright, because my hands are sticky from chicken, I roll on D&D Beyond. Oh, yeah! That's a 19.
Nice. You bend to pick him up, and you surprise him with that so much that he doesn't really have time to bite. But he is very much that, like, straight arm, shoulder hunch stance of when you pick up a cat and they stretch out.
Yeah.
But yeah, you have a raccoon in your arms.
Can I cradle him like baby?
Sure. He chitters at you very loudly, but doesn't fight it. He complains, but he allows it.
I was just very quietly talking with him. He's like, I appreciate the company, but you will make me full, and I don't think that'll be very good for either of us.
You are a little bastard.
Yeah. Could I have some like scraps that I can give him?
Yeah,
Take
sure.
the scraps.
You can have like some like travel jerky on you or something.
Cool. I feel like there's like every breakfast now, like Ivory puts like a little bit away for Banda.
Pocket bacon, if you will.
Yeah, pocket bacon. I would like to start a pocket bacon pocket.
Understandable, as long as it's not lime Gogurt.
A curse.
Sorry, key lime Gogurt.
Key lime yogurt. It's Gogurt, I think.
Yeah, Gogurt.
It is just pocket bacon for now.
Alright, unless there's anything else anyone wants to discuss on the way there.
The poor curse for a chef.
Indeed. You guys arrive at what's clearly like a residential area, and Brine leads you up to like this little kind of nice-ish townhouse, and just like unlocks the gate and strolls up to it. It's very jarring to see like this paladin with like giant pauldrons just strolling up to this little townhouse. And she kind of glances back for a moment and looks embarrassed. It's rented. I didn't choose it.
It's a rental suite.
I was just going to stay in an inn, but then I needed room for more things than in-room had, so the Alliance paid for. Anyways, come on in.
We'll just nod slowly.
I have a basement with people in it. Come on in.
So it just kind of like stops and is like,
You guys knew you were going to where these two were locked up.
Yeah, what a way to phrase it. I got people in my basement.
Christ. Like, okay. Serial murder on our hands, hello?
No, never.
That's convincing.
That was Reflections. That was that lady and her son who murdered somebody in their house.
That was so hot. That was such a cool plot. Holy fuck.
Yeah,
thank you.
I miss the
Welcome.
wizard.
Yeah.
The wizard who murdered somebody in her apartment because she went a little crazy.
No, the other one, the one that was bribing us or trying to bargain with us.
Yeah,
My future lover.
The stinky man. I remember.
Yeah.
Who kidnapped my
come
brother.
on.
Yeah.
I have taste.
We love a stinky man who kidnaps people and then says, give me priceless artifact, maybe.
Yeah.
Just give it to him. I wanted my dad back. Anyways.
Your daddy?
No.
No.
My father figure. Not actually. More like brother figure.
But you enter the house, which is all the furniture is almost comically like just too small for a Goliath.
That's so funny.
It's
I
like
love that.
all untouched. Everything's like shoved aside, and she's clearly like sits on the floor. This poor lady. But
Such a bit. I
Please
love
rent
it.
some furniture. Please rent a single chair, ma'am.
never. But she leads you all into the kitchen. Kind of looks around. Sorry, I don't have any food. Let's go to the basement. And just strolls down the stairs that are there.
Fair.
Do you all follow?
Absolutely.
Everybody like hesitates and just like this, like as if this wasn't like big red flags if they didn't know the situation. It's like, I know it's fine, but it still seems very suspicious. And then I'll follow.
Yeah, I'm going down.
Understand.
I'm yelling timber.
You guys enter the basement. There's like a couple torches set up down here. There's one guard that you guys kind of recognize from last night. Kind of tips a hand. He's clearly been keeping a watch on two people who are tied to like, weight-bearing columns here in this like kind of dirt and brick basement.
Classic.
One is generic human woman number 5. She
Number 5.
Number
she's not
5.
The first one.
Burger King foot
Foot
lettuce.
lettuce. The last thing you want to find in your
In your basement.
She from the clothes she's still wearing, like her hood and face mask were removed. I know, SMH, COVID times. How dare you remove
God,
somebody's mask?
could you?
Put your mask on. God.
But from the clothes, you recognize her as the weaker one that you guys had knocked out earlier on. And you can presume that this was like the hired mercenary that Brine mentioned. While the other one, right away from the clothes, Ivory, you know, this is the guy. And if you
Yeah.
needed any more proof, in the corner, leaning against the wall, is a still bloodstained sword that you recognize.
God, wet that shit up. That's a
He
hell
had no
hazard.
time. He got knocked out immediately.
Yeah.
For some reason, I heard that. I thought you said wipe your ass.
Wipe your ass, you fucking murderer.
Oh, I bet he has like fucking like shit streaks in his pants.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Jeez.
boy.
What's the
That's
point?
not
What's the
but-
point?
It's not gay.
Shit sticks.
What?
Okay.
Touching your ass, your asshole. That's gay.
But he's kind of a scruffy looking guy. He's got his hair pulled into a ponytail. Looks like kind of stinky, but not in like, you know, he does crimes sort of way.
Yeah, he killed me.
Okay.
And Brene gestures to him and says, "And this is Mored. That is one of the main things I've gotten out of him. He's got a little, like, scruffy beard." And
Damn, he kills you.
Ivory probably like at the before they went down is kind of just like, hey, I'm gonna stand back out of his field. Oh, he's stinky. Out of his field of vision. So pull me in when you need to really spook him. Convince that he's seeing the dead, you know.
Understandable. The like mercenary kind of gives you guys a look over. Just kind of looks tired and bored and just like, why the fuck am I here? I was just doing what I was paid to do. While Morid has more of a like set shoulders, looks determined. There's a bruise on his jaw that you're all pretty sure probably wasn't there last night.
Okay. Before we go down, actually, like on the landing of the stairs,
Right,
like group huddle.
Group huddle.
Group huddle. Are we all in favor of a group huddle?
Yeah.
Okay. Group huddle.
Group huddle.
So, how exactly are we going to go about this?
Ask questions at first, see how he reacts, and go from there, I suppose.
But sort of, do we want to like a strategy to how we're going to like present ourselves, sort of?
Good guard, bad guard.
Should we do? Yeah, I was gonna say, could we do good guard, bad guard? Because I think I'm very nice, but Lilios or Soda, I think you could be really mean looking. And Ivory, I think you're like the trump card, where it's like your ghost has come back to haunt you. Like, who's that prick? Scrooge?
Ah, think I've heard of that.
Yeah.
Thanks for
I'm
making
just saying,
Ivory
you could
looks like-
gaslight him.
A little tired. That's like, okay, we are really playing into me dying. All right, this is how it is.
Did Lilydose just suggest that you guys gaslight him?
Oh yeah.
Girl boss
Yeah.
gaslight.
Gaslight him.
Gatekeep
Absolutely.
gaslight girl boss.
I'll be. Lilios, you'll be gaslight. Soda, you'll be girl boss. I'll be gatekeep. And Ivory, you'll be the trump card.
A ghost.
You'll be guilt trip. You will be guilt
Guilt trip. Guilt trip, gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss.
Ivory just kind of like sighs, like, I suppose when you need me, just tell me when to come over, and or you can do whatever to summon me or something of the sort. I don't know. If you want to really play into the ghost part, I'll just stay back.
All right. Is he like sitting on the ground?
Yeah.
Okay. So can I just go over there? Is that all right?
Yeah, his shoulders have like a very determined set to them. He looks sort of annoyed. And he kind of gives you a once-over as you approach.
Wait, who's coming with me? Wait.
I'm assuming everyone except for
I'll go.
Okay, because I'm a little weird about, like, anxious around new people. Especially ones that stab.
Okay.
He looks sort of mean, doesn't he? You weren't scary because you were sort of... Yes, anyway. Okay, waddle over.
Mm-hmm.
I've got like breakfast on my fucking shirt.
Understandable.
I've got like egg and shit. Like.
He's like sitting,
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
He's
Okay.
like sitting cross-legged on the floor.
He's like shackled, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll go up to him and I'll wave and I'll be like, hey. Hey. And I'll like, is he a human?
He is a half-elf.
Okay. I will kneel in front of him. I'll do like a little crouch.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you're like a
sword.
counselor talking to a kid.
Understandable.
Hey, so I know that what happened really hurt your feelings. Sorry. What's his name?
Morid.
That's a gross name.
Okay.
God, this probably.
You're like, thanks, I picked it myself.
When you tried to come up with cool fantasy name.
No, I mean it sounds like a name he would have.
No, I get
It sounds accurate.
Imposter.
Sauce.
So you're a sussy baka.
Okay. Good morning. Well, actually, you don't really have a window in here, so I guess you want to know if it was morning. Do you know it's morning? Do you know the day's passed?
I can assume, considering you're back, and I remember you from last night.
That's weird that you would remember me, because I don't remember you really at all.
No, you're the colorful one. Saw you.
Well, I mean, you could just. Well, no, because you could just take a look at me and say that. Because you're looking at me right now, and I'm obviously, well, more colorful than anything else down here.
I mean,
So
you kind of remember the people you're beating up, but if you don't remember people you're actively fighting, I mean, that's kind of, socially frowned upon, I think.
Ivor, he's getting into my head. Wait, should I mistake soda?
I that's there.
Yeah. Soda's getting into my head.
He's getting into your head?
She already said?
He's getting you're giving him head?
No! I said he's getting into my head.
I
He's
know, I'm
playing
bullying
mind games.
Tell him to fuck off.
Alright, so I've just spoken to my associate here. And she says I should tell you to fuck off.
Yeah, I could hear right from
Right, so I'm gonna ask you nicely the first time. Because you sort of seem like you got big shoulders and like you carry lots of things and maybe an operation if you wanted to, but apparently not because, well, you're down here tied to a post. So nicely, in my nicest tone of voice, the people that you took from the warehouse, where'd they go?
Well, no, I wasn't the one who took them, now was I? I'm here.
So you don't know anything about it?
No, I was an innocent bystander.
You hesitate. Frick.
Of course I hesitated. I'm telling a joke. You obviously all know I wasn't.
Obviously, so you're gonna tell me or not?
/J.
/S.
Yeah. /S.
Because I don't want to do this back and forth thing with you, because
Well,
what do you have to lose?
I don't really mind it. It's a good way of passing time now, isn't it?
I hate this prick.
Do you feel bad for what you did?
What did I do?
You killed Ivory.
Don't know who that is.
My friend. You stabbed him through the throat.
The tall one.
Tall one.
No, second tallest.
Not as tall as Soda.
Yeah, that's why I said second.
Flex.
And
Kidding, I
You know
know.
the only person you killed.
I mean, I didn't I didn't kill anyone else. And only that one. The lanky one with the sword. Sorry,
wouldn't call him-
not a sword. Pole arm. I'm smart.
I wouldn't call them particularly lanky.
Oh, did they beat the brains out of them?
Hmm.
I mean, I haven't beat around. Can you really trust anything I'm saying right now?
Hmm.
Brine sighs heavily and kind of.
No, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, are you at all afraid that you're gonna catch the delirium?
Me?
Hmm.
I mean, as the tall cunt could tell you, and he like jerks his chin towards Brine. I'm not really concerned about that.
Punch him in his fucking face.
Go ahead. Roll to hit.
Hey, Soda, come cough on him. You're sick, right?
It's an 18.
Yeah, I'm feeling real sick.
So 17.
Alright,
I start gagging over him.
You hit. How much damage do you do with an unarmed attack?
1.
It's still a very satisfying, like, crack. Mostly because of how his head hits the column behind him.
Yeah.
But it's still satisfying. And he kind of, like, stretches his jaw a bit. What? You got a problem with that?
Yes, sir!
I don't like the way that you talk to people, and frankly, I'm sort of over talking to you.
What, you don't
I
like
thought
it when I
that-
talk about height?
I hate this asshole.
You know, I was sort of coming down here because I thought I was not the nicest one of my group, maybe, but maybe I had at least a little faith that maybe you'd have the capacity to feel regret or sorrow or maybe a little bit of guilt over the fact that a person is dead because of you, and maybe whatever you're doing, you could.
Did you cut out him?
Emil's dead.
Oh, an F.
They've died.
Why are you mean to me?
You should be saying that to your mic, not us.
I don't think it's my mic. I think it's my internet.
Fair enough.
Uh-oh.
Actually, it's probably the internet.
We paid!
I paid. Where did I cut off?
You were saying you thought he might, like, have a conscience and be guilty.
And have some guilt.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So you might try to relieve yourself of some of that via maybe helping us out, but it seems like you're not worth the faith in humanity that I have left, so.
Pat him on the head. Pat him on the cheek. Like, do that little cheek slap.
Well, frankly, he, like, kind of closes his eyes against the cheek slaps. Not really concerned about humanity. Bit worried about the after, but I know how that's gonna go.
Look at Lily knows. Pointedly. Like, the after.
What?
Because we just, like, did stuff with, like, the ferrymen. And they were just talking about, like, the after.
Hold on. When was that? Because I might have missed that.
That was session before last.
No, that was like session 2 where we learned about that.
What was
I
session
missed that
2?
one. I might have missed that session.
No, you guys didn't learn about the ferryman session 2. You learned first about the ferryman in session 3. Because that's when
Okay.
you talked with the dead dude.
Right.
Right.
Right, yeah, it was session 3.
And we asked that guy where we could stay. The dead man, where we could
Yeah.
stay.
So funny.
Anyways, I'm done with this guy.
Mhm.
I don't like him. I don't want to talk to him.
Yeah.
Understandable. Understandable.
I just want to kick him in the teeth.
It's, unless you're stepping forward, Lilidos, or Soda, Brine will say something. Unless you two want to do something.
I've got a few questions for him, yeah. What were you doing, like, at the resting, wherever? I don't know what it's called. I'm brain dead at the moment. What was your purpose there?
Do you mean like the safe house?
Yeah, the safe house. Thank you.
No worries. Well, obviously I wasn't there to take a nap. I mean, I was there for business.
Right, and once you obtained your quote-unquote business, where were you to take it? I mean, surely you know that much. You must have had a meeting spot arranged.
That's the question now, isn't it? You'd probably like to know where we were going.
He's an asshole,
Literally
Lily.
the question I'm asking you.
That... Yeah, if you want that, Noel, I think it can be doing that during this.
Wait, come back from the dead.
I mean, she wouldn't have to change much. Yeah, she'll start doing that. But he kind of gives you a considering look, Lily does. Listen, what I do, it isn't anything personal. I get the job done, and I'm not motivated by money or anything like that. I have a higher purpose. Some of you might not understand that, and I understand. I pity those of you who haven't been able to find that purpose that can drive you forward, but I found it, and I intend to keep chasing it. And if you all decide to beat me to death in this stuffy little basement, that's not going to change much.
Are you sort of hoping that your consciousness sort of goes somewhere after you die or whatever the fuck?
I know it's gonna go somewhere.
How do you know?
He kind of shifts, and his hands are tied behind his back, like behind the pillar. But you guys can see from this angle that he, like, flips his palm up, and there's something on his palm. One of you can, like, go around the back if you want to see.
Sure.
Heck yeah, why not?
Peeky peeky,
Alright.
sneaky peeky.
You both take a peek around the back and see,
It's just him, like, flipping you off.
yeah.
Got him.
Burned into his palm is, the insignia of the ferryman that was described to you by the dead dude. That was drawn very accurately.
Yeah, it was really good drawing.
Good, and it's pretty close to what's on this dude's palm.
Damn. I get shit. I connected the dots.
I salute you.
Thank you. I hope you're really enjoying your spaghetti or your cake.
I'm eating the bread.
Oh fucking yeah, dude. I could have guessed that too,
I
but
knew
it was
it.
not.
It was the muffle. I knew that it was the bread. The bread
up.
does that.
So sort of, where are you hoping for your being to go after you die?
Hold
I know I
on.
said I was done with you, but I was sort of just curious now.
I'm chewing bread. Hold on.
Yeah, no, take your time. It's a marvel that they even gave you that much.
Okay. He kind of, like, debates for a moment, and you can go ahead and roll persuasion. Just
Fucking my
see.
character sheet isn't open. One sec. I was looking at what I get level 4.
Understandable.
That's persuasion. That's 14, baby.
Poggers. He, like, kind of considers you for a moment. We ferrymen are various specialists who came together to make a business, a lifestyle out of our skills and our knowledge. And we have made certain, precautions to make sure that even if we die, our work can still be continued.
What's your work?
We're aware you lot have been poking around. I'm sure you have some guesses. I'd love to hear. Little guessing game.
How do you know about... How do you know about Oz?
By you lot, do you mean in general
Oz.
or you specifically?
I meant Oz Connus.
Scarnus, one of the brats that escaped.
See, he calls him a kid.
He was going around calling people cunts earlier. He's
That's
not
true,
exactly
but
nice.
Sure.
I would like it to be said that Lilidos is still behind him, and whenever he calls them that, she's gonna stomp on his hand.
Hey!
Hell yeah, fuck his fingers.
Fuck up. Fuck it up. Fuck it up. He like kind of winces when you do that, but like cracks his neck and keeps going. There was a mistake with the last pickup. And a couple of subjects that were at a certain stage of development escaped when they were supposed to come back with us. And from what we know, one of them has started to develop on his own in a less than ideal way. The other one, though, is still viable.
Kind of gross.
Well, listen, I could also say the word fertile, but that feels really
Ew.
weird to say.
Oh,
Just really weird.
Yes.
Oh, that looks
exactly.
great! I'm so excited for The Witcher. Do you have any sort of contacts in Allendor?
What's it matter to you?
Just curious.
Not me personally, but that's not to say other people in the
Do the
ferryman
ferrymen have
don't.
any contacts in Allendor pertaining to the sort of experimentation you're doing with people like Osconis?
Shame, I don't know off the top of my head.
What exactly does this burn on your palm do? Is it just there as like a symbol, or is it special?
It's like the Mason's handshake. You feel it, you know.
It was part of a magical ritual. And if you're asking that because you think messing it up somehow will ruin my plans, no. It's just a byproduct of an effect that has
I hate
already
this
happened.
I hate this prick.
Yeah, well. So.
Morid?
Yeah,
Your mother had terrible taste.
I agree. Good thing she was the one that chose my name.
Oh, then I guess you have terrible taste. And I'm terribly sorry for whatever name you forsook from your mother. No, he doesn't get. He doesn't.
Are you transphobic at me?
He doesn't get to be trans. That is a cishet man. He sucks.
Listen, just because you hate someone doesn't mean you can be transphobic.
That's what was this meant specifically. I
Only him.
only him, only Morid. God, but that is man. No, it's accurate. Rat, lampshade.
All right. So, Moritz, are you a practitioner of magic in any capacity? Or did you have any sort of affiliation with the magic performed that will presumably send your soul to what, Nirvana?
Not Nirvana. That would be a bit unrealistic, don't you think?
Sure.
We're a bit more practical than that. Even in the quote-unquote afterlife, we're not stopping working. Let me ask you a question.
My gosh.
Have you ever thought about what were to happen if, someone, say, gets ill, and it is a magical illness, and a piece of them is separated from the body? Have you ever thought of the business opportunities of having a body that could host something? Something that might not have a body of its own in this plane.
Wait, what do you mean they lose a piece of them? Like they lose a finger?
Like their soul.
Yeah, you could ask a couple of your own. He glances at Soda. You've seen a darkness, love. An emptiness. A pull.
Oh my god, you're a vessel now, Soda. You're like a boat!
Set sail! God, I'm like a fucking anamorph, except I turn into a boat.
They lose their souls.
What? Sorry. Soda's just gonna take like one step and just punch this dude in the teeth.
Oh.
Go for it, roll the hit.
It like jumps back like, okay. Probably better
What
than
about
mine. Yeah, you roll a d20.
It's just a regular d20.
Plus strength.
Mm-hmm.
So you can just roll strength.
How do
You click on the strength little icon.
Oh, right.
There you go.
Sorry, guys. I haven't played in a week.
No, you're fine.
In like a month.
Unnatural 20.
So then your
Alright.
damage is 1 plus your strength modifier, so that's 5.
So 5.
So 5 damage. Hopefully he's not
Double.
dying.
Doubles. Because you crit.
Oh, it's an unnatural 20.
Unnatural.
Oh, okay.
Dirty
Yeah.
20.
No. I just punched because I just, like, right in the teeth.
Yeah.
And while this dude's, like, pulling his head forward, Soda's gonna, like, stand right in front of him and just, like, kind of, like, do that bend, like, at the waist and put her hands on his on her knees
On his knees.
and, like, stare at him. Don't call me love.
Noted.
Naked and afraid.
Yeah, you can go ahead and make an intimidation check.
Oh! 4.
What'd you roll?
A 4! I rolled a 3 and a +1. I'm not scary. It's because my charisma is -1.
Could it be with strength? Because
Okay, but it would
Yeah,
still
can
be
I
an 8.
Can I use,
That is one of my house rules, that if you can make an argument for a different stat to be used, you can use it. But I don't think an 8 is gonna save it, sadly.
Oh, can I use athletics? Athletics because I'm bending at the knees, and I'm, Can I do that? Because I'm actually... Give me 5 minutes to see if I can do this. If I use my athletics, it's because I'm technically stretching my face muscles. I'm bending at the waist. On top of that, my knees.
You're doing a crunch.
I'm a 26-year-old woman, so obviously it's gonna crack a little bit. Now the cracking might reduce what I'm doing, but not a lot of people can bend at the knees like that anymore with their waist, especially me. Hi, my name is Megan. I'm 24 years old, and I have chronic back pain. Soda
Does not.
doesn't. Soda's lived on a boat her entire life, so I think athletics is probably the most intimidating thing. Have you ever seen a hockey player cross-check somebody else into the crossboards? Like, no, that's it. That's intimidating. And it's not because it is intimidating in the sense of that person is a scary person. It's the fact that they can skate at 400 miles per hour and completely obliterate another person on the ice.
It's some skating.
yes, so
Now use
scary.
athletics.
Yeah, you know
She about
what,
to-
Meg?
That's funny enough.
I hold your hand gently, You can use athletics, and you can go ahead and give yourself inspiration.
She already rolled again.
No!
You already
I
rolled again. That's your...
And I got an 11 with my +6 because I rolled a 5.
Oh no. What's inspiration do?
Give you advantage.
Yeah.
Sadly.
So I use I use my inspiration to re-roll with athletics.
It's better.
Mm-hmm. Hold on.
I bend and it just starts cracking.
Instead of finding this intimidating, he finds it hot. I'm kidding. Anyways.
Good work. Good
It's
work.
a boner and I punch his dick.
But no.
Boing.
No. This is a stinky game, man. Anyways.
Oh,
Okay. Sure.
Listen, if a character isn't super developed in that sense, I just default to making them gay. So it'd be like that.
fair.
He kind of, he leans forward, takes a second, like closes his mouth, and then spits out a tooth onto your boot, Soda. Noted.
It's kind of hot. Sorry.
Got blood on my boot, might make you lick it.
Alexandria?
That's some Alexandria energy.
Sorry, she's possessing me.
Listen,
Don't
you
you know
asked
it's not nice to spit on a lady unless they ask?
Don't you know it's not nice to punch somebody unless they ask? Sometimes you like being a bastard, you know? Anyway. He, like, kind of takes a second to crack his jaw again. And says, listen, you asked if I was the magic type. I'm not personally. The reason I was useful to the ferryman lies in some other locations. And if I die, I will still be useful to them. So I don't particularly care. I don't know a ton about this particular operation, other than the barest of facts, as I've hinted at.
Hey, Morit.
Yes. Are you
I
going
do.
to are you going to interrupt me giving you some lore right now?
Yeah, you can give me some lore. Just give me you go off. I can say my cool thing after you're done.
I take back interrupting you.
No, I don't. Fuck you. I spit on the crown of your head. It's
What?
just motor oil.
Motor oil? Wild.
Yeah.
What I know is that these people were taken back to our base because they are at a certain point in the progress of the delirium that are exactly what we need. They're at a point where their soul becomes unfettered. Now, if they were left alone with the delirium, and they managed to survive this point I am speaking of, the soul would return to them. They'd be fine. Some die, but it's a minority that passes away. But what we need are people who are in that stage. That is where we can make our money, make the disconnect permanent.
Why do you want
But
to put...
there's
Okay.
some people who during that time where they're temporarily disconnected, and we don't have time to make that separation permanent, where something else might come and join them. Such as with that Oscarnus fellow.
So, essentially, you want people sick so that you can put other things into them.
That's about right.
Kind of weird.
Oh, that's sick. You get the consent first.
I mean, we're sort of
Oh,
killing them and
it is sort of.
and damning their souls to be sold for various purposes. So no, we
Yeah, I was going to say, if you know that souls can be removed from bodies like that, and that they can be taken, why do you think that yours is safe?
because mine was already sold.
To what?
What you? What makes you think that I'm the original owner of this body?
That's weird. Well, it shows a horrible name for it. This isn't me. I like the name. The name's appropriate. It just reminds me of a gravekeeper that I didn't like from this video game.
Understandable.
He was a bitch. Alright, well,
Um,
I don't think... You're not the magical type, so I'm going to presume that you don't actually know that much about the fact that if your soul never reaches the astral plane, then your soul never actually gets to the thing it was offered to. And I'm guessing that you don't know that if you are killed right here, your soul can be put into a little box on my hip,
Right.
and you can be kept there for a long time.
I totally believe that.
How much knowledge of magic do you have? Very little, you said, right?
Enough to know how to protect my own soul and certain contracts and binds that are upon it.
Maybe I know a little bit more.
Maybe you do.
Are you willing to take that chance?
Oh, if you take my soul, you'll have a hell of a lot coming back to you. A hell of a lot coming after you. I think that would be pretty amusing.
What sort of things would I have coming after me then?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Things coming after my soul?
Not just your soul. I mean, maybe with your little bunk buddy, someone might be looking for him.
Can you break his hand? Really? SND!
SND.
Snd!
That's the new game name. Snd.
Snd.
I'm a fan.
Snail DMD. I don't like this man. We should just kill him.
Hey, are you sure you gotten all the information from him?
No, that's the thing, though. I don't like that he's talking about my buddy.
About your buddy? About your bunk buddy?
But my bunk buddy. By the way, I'm in a bit of a, panic.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just gonna check on my buddy.
Uh-huh.
Is my buddy around?
Are you, calling for them or just trying to tune in and sense if they're there?
Very under my breath, hey buddy, are you right there? What's up? Or actually saying to, just, air around me, this guy's kind of an asshole.
You have the sense of over your shoulder someone glaring very very intently at this man. And at first from the positioning you're like, oh, are they hiding behind me? But then you realize that they are looming over you, kind of curled around you.
Soft. Panic rescinding.
Your bunk buddy. This is
My
my
bunk
buddy.
buddy.
You cannot touch them.
You cannot touch them.
But if Newt wants, Lily can pop off and break his hand. It wouldn't be hard. I wouldn't make you roll to hit again. Hey, go pop off if you want to break the fingers first.
We're getting really fucked up.
Okay. So Lilios is wearing heels, right? I suggest finger by finger crushing him by a heel. Anyways.
Oh my god. We're getting into some kind of territory. Hey, trigger warning for finger trauma.
Oh no. We break his fingies?
Lidos is stepping on his fingies with heels.
Oh my god.
I don't like him.
The only player I've ever had that is icky about fingies is not here, and will never
Michael
be
Ivan
here,
Kalesa.
so, yeah. Fuck that bitch and his fingers. Anyways.
Fuck that bitch and his fingers.
Yeah, sure. Are you just gonna go for them all in a row, or like one by one to wait and see what he does? Understandable. When you have a moment, Newt, go ahead and roll an intimidation check. And you can have no, you can have a straight roll. Jesus Christ.
Man, if I was Flores, we'd be done by now.
I think you're misremembering how long it took you to get to the point where you dangled that girl off that ceiling.
It's because nobody else wanted to. I was against the majority.
I wanted to. Anyways.
Yeah, I know.
Lily, you drop your heel down on the pointer finger. I'm not gonna get into it. There is a sound.
Thank God.
Megan just smiled.
The sound is largely drowned out by Morad's yell. That he kind of like cuts off and tries to muffle. You know, trying to keep up the tough guy act. And he's like silent for a few seconds as you keep your heel there, and then you release it. And he's quiet for a few seconds, and you know, maybe you go and you like hover your heel threateningly over the next finger, just close.
It's just barely resting on his skin so he can like feel it.
Mm-hmm.
But no pressure is being put down. No pressure is being put
Women.
Understandable. Women. Heels. And he like tenses up and you feel him jerk. Listen. I kind of need those.
How many exactly do you need?
Well, I mean, I think that first one's pretty much a goner, but...
It's probably 5 if he's gonna get everything done.
Listen, I
You
was...
need your fingers. We need answers. You know, I feel like they kind of coincide with one another.
Listen, I don't have a lot of further answers beyond what I've told you. But I can steer you towards people who do. Is that...
Start steering then.
I want a guarantee of my release.
What are you gonna do when you're released?
Leave.
That depends on the type of information you give us.
Nah, no, I don't make deals like that.
Another finger crush.
Not women.
Women.
Whoa.
Women.
You're going to make an exception, and you were going to make this deal.
Go ahead and roll another intimidation check, this time with advantage.
With advantage. Yeah, I'm glad for that. 21.
Hey,
Alright, you drop down on the next finger, and his yell is even more, like, poorly hidden this time. And he's, like, silent for a few seconds, like, trying to recompose himself. And then says, Fine, I can't physically lead you there, because I haven't been there myself. But I can tell you where 2 people are that would know more. I currently report to one Kurtiri. She's a cleric, but we're aware that you already know about her. That's being handled. The issue is the person who put her in charge of all of this. Her boss, who is sort of using this as a way to test her, is staying here in the city to keep an eye on it all. Nikolaj, he's currently a guest of the Baron, Christophorus. And I know that the two of them are discussing business plans and most likely know more of the locations that you're looking for. More specifics. Or I could tell you where one of the secret entrances is to where we're keeping them. The people, that is.
Go ahead.
There's an apothecary in the upper quarter
Mm.
called Ramba's Apothecary.
Was that the one that we went to?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Shit!
The place that you guys followed Katiri to, yeah.
Yeah.
The main back room is cleared out. There's some shit in there, but there's a tunnel hidden under one of the tables that goes down into the sewers. There's markings on the wall that direct you to where you need to go. Just make sure you don't get lost.
I literally have written down in my notebook, apothecary is sus. Okay.
Is that agreeable?
Can I do an insight check on that, just to make sure he's not lying?
Yeah, go
Yeah,
ahead.
ditto.
Go right ahead, both of you.
16.
Same.
Hey!
Hey. You guys, tag team this man, but not in that way, in a different way.
Bonk.
He seems to be telling the truth. He's definitely leaving some things out, but what he has said is the truth.
Mm. Well. Seems sufficient enough. I guess we'll leave you here for now and see how that goes, yeah?
Fine.
Because I know we said that we'd let you go, but, you know, a bit of information. You did sort of kill our friend.
Piper starts like rising through the floorboards.
Dorime!
Because you told the truth, I am back alive.
Does Ivory want to like come down and do the reveal or save that?
Nobody's called them down. I was waiting for an okay from the group because
We
that's
can't
what
just
we
call
agreed.
you down, though.
We
We just be like, Ivory, hey, yo,
we wanted to do.
Get your butt down here.
Because Riot has a soul box. Could have said that Ivory's in there. Because Ivory specifically said, I'm gonna wait until you guys need me. Otherwise, I'm not gonna give this man a heart attack for no reason.
If you or Meg are speaking, we cannot hear you.
God damn, it sucks.
Truly.
It's me. Stop laughing at me.
We are not laughing at you. We're laughing at your internet.
Internet's actually pretty nice. Thank you.
No.
I think it must be Discord then.
Maybe.
Truly. But yeah, you guys can leave it there for now if you want, and go and look into the information he gave you guys.
Yeah, let's do that.
Well,
Alright.
F to Ivinka's makeup.
You look great. Like you changed it from being like beat up makeup to like actually like a nice smoky eye.
Yeah, Avinka's sitting there hurriedly redoing it and like trying to smudge it into looking like a dramatic look instead.
It's contour.
Ivory just like, fuck. Does anybody have precipitation?
Al does. Al prestidigitates it.
Yeah,
Thanks, Al.
ow, a heal bot and a prestidigitation bot.
I was like, this won't work.
Yeah. So we have to go back up to the fancy people place.
Yeah.
Hey, return of the noble.
God, I don't remember what my name was.
I do.
Just kidding. I have it written down.
Nice.
But you guys head back up, and Brene closes the door behind you guys and is kind of quiet for a moment. So that's interesting. Which lead are you all going to look into first? Because I can always try and look into the other one, or go with you guys, or whatever you prefer.
Do we want to do an infiltration, or do we want to do a B&E?
I muted myself instead of unmuting myself like an idiot.
Understandable.
Thank you. Well, it might be a bit more beneficial for us to figure out if where he says that they keep the people is correct, as if they're gone, it might put a dent in their operation, and also we can get some people back to safety. That's my opinion.
I agree with that opinion.
Yeah, full send.
Who says that they'll check out the other one?
Brene had said that she was open to checking out the other one, or going with you guys, so you guys could check out both.
Do you have any way to get into the upper quarters?
Brene kind of straightens up. I mean, I could get you a pass to get through the guards. There's not really much I could do beyond that, though. Mora did mention that this Nicolaj fellow is a guest of Baron
Christophorus.
Yeah. And technically, part of the whole reason I was here in Sigurdat in the first place is I am a representative of the Alliance. I was here for a meeting. I could try and get a meeting with the Baron under some sort of political guise and sneak you all into the building with me, and you could go looking while I keep the Baron busy.
Wasn't the secret entrance in the
apothecary?
Yeah, the secret entrance was in the apothecary, though you guys were told one of the, like, bosses of the ferrymen is currently staying with the Baron.
Yeah, so we either can go like do some like shit with the big boss of the Baron, Nico, whatever the fuck.
Nicolaj.
Nicolaj. I have that written down. I don't know why I didn't. Yeah. Or we can go to where they're keeping the people screaming under the mountain.
Yeah. Ivory wants to get the people. Ivory wants to get the people screaming under the mountain out.
This is an ATLA reference.
Yeah, I love it. Thank you, Tough.
Thank you, Tom.
Ivory kind of does a look at the group and said, "Do you have a way of getting into the back room of the apothecary? Did you say anything about that?"
We could just ask really nicely.
Yes or no?
Yeah.
If that doesn't work, then what do we do then?
Well, Vinka or I could make ourselves look like Kotiri, technically.
But do you know anything about her that might help convince the lady that?
Maybe it's sort of... Well... We could say sort of... I know that she has some bullshit magic that makes you forget shit. That's pretty much it, though. Oh! She's trying to get sort of into the inner circle or something of the ferryman, and she wants to become something called like a guide or something. Is what they were talking about at brunch tea.
Yes.
Brie.
Brunch?
Yeah. Yeah.
If you think you can pull it off.
Well, that's the thing. I don't actually know if I can pull it off. It might be. I mean, nobody's actually getting taken out of there so long as this big boss guy is with the Baron. Unless they've got a tunnel that's out of the city.
Dun dun dun. Anyways.
Dun.
Totally not. Totally not.
Why would that be the case?
Definitely not, guys.
I feel like you want us to do one.
I'm good with whatever. I forgot to change the music earlier. Enough, truly. I'm good with whatever you guys want to do. I have stuff prepped for both.
We could see if the apothecary has a window that we could slip into.
As you guys are kind of like standing in the kitchen, talking plans, trying to figure what would be best. Lily Dose, can you roll a perception check for me?
Oh God. That's not reassuring. One moment. This is loading very slowly. Thank you. Perception?
Yep.
Please roll. Liar. Thank you. 19.
All right. You glance towards Brine's like back kitchen door that like leads out to a little garden. It's ajar, and it wasn't when you guys went downstairs.
Well, well.
And you think, as you glance to it, you think you see like a shuffle of a foot being pulled out of view.
Hate that. A lot.
Do you say anything?
Yeah, Brine, wasn't that closed whenever we went down?
Brine kind of glances over and immediately like freezes. Yeah, it was closed and locked.
Can I run towards it and like peek my head out both ways?
As you run, go ahead and roll initiative. Not to fight, but to see if you move faster or if the other person moves faster.
I'll like do a Misty Step if I need to.
Still roll.
Okay.
Still scary.
That is unbelievably cocked. One sec.
Oh no.
That's a natural 20.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, dude.
Oh shit! Hell yeah, it is.
Oh shit, indeed. I thought I had made a sheet for this person, but I can't find it right now. But it's alright. I have a vague idea of their stats. What did you said you rolled again? M? An F, truly. We cannot hear you.
Why does this happen?
Why does this happen?
Really, he'd favor me,
Yeah.
which makes me think he's not. I rolled a natural 20.
Nice. Alright. Do you Misty Step or are you just hurrying?
Misty Step.
Alright, you with a burst of fog and wind, you blast out the door and appear
Like, yeah.
in the
Blast.
back in the
Sorry.
backyard. And it is in time to see a form bend their knees and jump straight up into the air and grab the side of the roof and start to climb up.
A cast hold person. Because Misty Step's a bonus action.
What save is that?
It's a wisdom. No, it's a wisdom save.
15.
Fuck, that passes.
the figure like pulls up and then bounces onto the roof, and roll me a nature check.
Me?
Yeah.
Well, me? That's a nature, so that's 16.
Awesome. The way this person's moving is not something you've really seen often before. It's
It's a
like
tree.
no, it's very
Bear.
it's very agile, very
Oh.
moving in quick bursts, and you're reminded of someone you saw watching you and the bear
It's the
a few
rabbit
days
one.
ago. It's the rabbit fucker.
Oh my
it's-
god. It's hunting season, baby. Soda's fucking howling. Let's
It's
go.
fucking.
And you see her kind of stop on the roof and look back down at you from under her cloak. She kind of looks unsure. But you did try to hold person her, so she is ready to, like, bounce away at a fucking moment's
Fair
notice.
enough. I don't think they know if you tried to cast it on them.
I mean, is there a somatic component?
Verbal somatic superior.
Yeah.
There's a small straight piece of iron, so it's just me pointing my fucking sword at her.
Yeah, and saying words. So
The words are
you were
Stop right there.
you
you violated the law.
you were clearly casting something. They don't know what, but enough to know you tried to cast something on them.
Fair enough.
They kind of freeze up there. Is anyone else following outside, or?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
hauling ass.
We're all
Can I
just
go out
running after 'em.
So they're going to the backyard, right?
Yeah.
Can I go to the front yard?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
You guys just barreling through this little suburban townhouse.
Start breaking shit.
So Ivory's going to the front yard. Are both Soda and Lilydose going to the back?
Yeah. Lily does those at least.
Yeah, sure.
Hell yeah. The three of you go your separate ways to hurry out, and can all see from different angles. This rabbit folk person, like, kind of crouched on the roof, like, glancing back and forth, not really sure what to do, and then they look up and try and, like, sort of contemplate the next roof over, and they look ready to jump if this goes south.
Well, hi. We're not gonna hurt you. We just have questions.
This music says
Don't try to
otherwise.
pressure them.
Yeah, listen, sometimes you only listen to the first half of a song, you know?
No, it's completely fair.
It is a bop, though, so I'm gonna let it keep playing.
How close am I to them? Because I would have got 60 feet.
Yeah, you had gone, like, straight out into the backyard.
Mhm.
Let me double check. The roof is like 15 feet up,
Okay.
and the rabbit fella went, like, up to the peak of the roof, so now, like, 20 feet up.
Okay.
But Lilydose, you can go ahead and roll a persuasion check.
Persuasion. Okay. Wait. Why was there a problem loading this? Why was there a problem loading it? I literally just turned my tablet off.
Oh no.
Y'all D&D beyond this fuck. You said what again?
Persuasion.
Yes. Okay. Persuasion is sexy, so that's a natural 20 with a 27.
Hey up. I'm gonna put on the previous song, because this song is just going a bit too hard, sadly.
Just fun.
Y'all are actually gonna make me turn back on the bot. Hold up.
Oh, sorry, I just changed it.
No, I caught like the tail end of it.
Yeah. But the rabbit folk kind of, like, looks down at you and, like, wrinkles their nose a bit at you, Lilydose. Don't you mean any harm, but you were chasing me, weren't you?
Oh, hello.
I love them.
See, I wasn't really chasing you. I was kind of chasing after my friend over there because I just kind of ran out the door, and I was a little concerned about But we don't mean any harm. Look, I don't even have my weapon in my hand. I'm not gonna do anything to you.
I'm traumatized.
Aren't we all? But
In this economy.
in this economy, all right. You don't want to kill me for like listening in or something?
Can I say
Can I?
something? Like, am I in the range of like hearing them?
Yeah.
We mostly want to find out why you're eavesdropping.
Well, I mostly want to find out what you're fucking about.
Then how about we both answer each other's question? Bit hard yelling at the roof, though.
Please.
What's your
Sorry.
names?
Sorry, what'd you say?
What's your names?
Ivory.
And Lily does.
It's
What?
a soda.
Those are cool names. All right.
What about yours?
Names.
Those are cool names.
What about yours?
She had like started to climb down, but they stopped. Kipling. That's the name I currently go by.
Kepling?
I'll put it next to their
Please.
picture. Kipling.
Please. Kipling?
Kipling.
Mm-hmm.
I love them.
Characters. No, that's not right. I'm in Patrol Riders. Obviously, there's not gonna be any characters in there. It's an info. Fuck.
I'm so sorry.
Kipling. Cool. Hello, Kipling. I adore you.
Wait, where is
I would
this?
die for you, Kipling.
Up in info.
Oh my god, they're little
From-
jackalope.
From here, I'll reply to it.
Kipling, my beloved.
Okay. Oh, Kipling.
Yeah, Kipling, my beloved. They're closed while scruffy. As they like jump down to the front yard next to you, Ivory.
Make the cows bones or something?
Their clothes were obviously like nice at one point, maybe even like the niceness of a noble, but now are like scruffy and beat up and a bit torn. Someone's been hopping around doing spy bullshit. You know,
I really like very much like, okay, we're not going to fight, and like ready's down and is like, okay.
Kipling is still very much like walking with that gait of, you know how a rabbit takes like slow steps because they're like ready to hop at any moment.
Yeah.
It's that sort of vibe.
Can I have pockets? I put my hands into pockets.
Yeah, sure. Very, very non-threatening. But if you head back inside, Kipling will like kind of nervously follow and like stay in the doorway of like the entryway of the living room.
Ivory kind of just like takes their weapons and like puts them like on like the counter, like away from the table, like they're gonna sit down. And just like very like noticeably like, I'm away from my weapons. I'm not gonna be a threat, and sit down. Kind of like cross their arms now.
The rest of you, I assume, come back inside, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Shit.
Kipling stays, like, right at the door, but, like, watches you all comes in, does a little head dip to each of you. Right, so...
Could you at least close the door so nobody else is eavesdropping on us?
Very hostile environment.
I suppose so. She kicks the door shut with one big foot. Or rabbit foot. Thunk.
I sit down at the table and start resting.
So,
Short rest king.
Yeah, Warlock baby.
what are you all fucking about with the business of the assembly?
What assembly?
The-
Oh!
Yeah, the government.
The assholes.
Yeah. They're big assholes, honestly. They tried to lock me up in my room, can you believe it?
No, well, actually, I can. It sounds familiar, like vaguely.
I mean,
They
who?
tried to lock you in your room?
Yeah, who in their right mind, like, locks up a foreign dignitary?
You're a foreign dignitary.
That's the excuse I use.
Oh,
I'm more like, you know, the black sheep of the family who explores the world.
right. Sorry I tried to cast magic on you.
It's alright. I was
Sort of
planning
on edge.
I was planning on kicking you in the face if you came through the door, but then you did that magic bullshit, so I just ran.
Right. Thank you for not kicking me in the face. I do appreciate it.
It would hurt a lot.
Yeah, sort of. Oh, I can move my microphone back. Holy fuck.
Oh, luxury.
Nice,
I
nice.
love you so much.
Poor Megan.
Sorry.
What's the assembly again? Noel forgets.
Oh, the Sigden Assembly is the group of people who rule Sigurdat.
Yeah, they're assholes.
Yeah.
When were we affiliated with them?
You guys,
sorry.
Riot, Vinka, and Lilidos listened in on a conversation between two members of the Assembly and Kotiri, and found out that Kotiri was doing some work for them.
I won't
Baron-
answer for them then.
Mhm.
I will
Baron
let the
Christophorus
Yes.
and Baroness Monet Elwis.
Mm-hmm.
assholes. Anyways,
Assholes.
I'm gonna let
Yeah.
Riot, Lilydos, and Ivinka handle this then.
Rich assholes.
Butter chicken pizza.
What if we
Yeah.
have, oh,
Oh.
we have
Essentially,
chicken?
you guys.
I'm coming over for butter chicken pizza.
You guys got the implication that this was sort of a trial run by the ferrymen who are getting paid by the Sigden Assembly to do this all.
Yeah, they're assholes.
Mm-hmm.
I have written down here, all the rich people suck.
Or at least two members of the Sigden Assembly. You guys haven't had any confirmation about any of the other two members.
Yeah. What do you know about, like, the members of the assembly?
Well, I've been stuck with them for a while, so a decent amount, but most of them are pretty unfriendly, I got to say.
Right. What do you mean they were locking you up in your room and you're a foreign dignitary, and whose family are you black part of?
I'm... That's a lot of questions. I am an heir to someone from somewhere nearby, not Sigurdat, somewhere else. But I didn't want to stay there because of certain treatments. Exactly.
What?
That's the joke. Look at peanut gallery.
Oh.
Is there a rabbit? Thank you.
I was judged for various reasons, and it really just wasn't my gig. So I decided to use the excuse of practicing being a politician. I can't do a Scottish accent to like save my life. I'm trying.
You're doing
I'm
great.
trying.
You're doing great, you're doing great.
You're
Thank
doing
you,
so
thank you.
good. I'm so attracted.
Thanks.
Where exactly are you from, though?
Alright. I'm from a little island called Janaz. And also they've been weird. So I was in Sigurdat, right? And then the lockdown started. So they were like, hey, we'll give you somewhere nice to stay until this dies down. Because you're a foreign dignitary. We don't want you in any trouble. And then they wouldn't let me out. Then they kept being weird about, oh, after all this is over, why don't we all go to Janus together, do some sort of business deal? So I was like, this sounds shady, this sort of business deal that you won't tell me any details about. And you keep asking how I feel and if I'm feeling well. So I got sort of suspicious and started to look around.
They're from Ginas. Janas.
Janaz.
I spelled that wrong.
You're all good. I should have spelled it.
Jaundice.
You specifically, Lilidos, would know. Let me send you something.
Ooh, lord.
I've read books.
I got very concerned when you said a little island.
Really, Lilidos? Why are you concerned about a little island?
What do you have to be
No
concerned
reason, no
about?
reason.
You crook.
Very convinced.
You crook.
You queer.
No.
Also that.
I mean, that she is.
Yeah.
We all are.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Why is it unfortunate?
I'm kidding.
I feel like it adds spice.
Everyone is queer.
Yep, rightfully so.
Does Lilidos make any comment of that, Newt, or no?
She is very visibly trying to, like, not look interested. I worded that incorrectly. She is attempting not to look interested, not very visibly trying to look like, wow, this table sure is interesting. Look at this grain, you know.
Yes.
So crazy the way it runs one direction.
So,
I have no idea where that is at all.
I'm not really super involved in all of this, but I am trying to, figure out what's going on and why there keeps being weird stuff in my food and why they keep asking me how I feel and talking about business. I don't do business. What?
How much did you hear about? Like what we were talking about with the horrid man named Morid. Horrid Morid.
I know you were torturing that man.
We weren't torturing him, we were just stepping on his
Well,
fingers.
Yeah.
If that constitutes torture, then well. I guess we were
Guess
sort
I'm a
of.
torturer.
I mean,
That's-
I think that constitutes as torture.
Huh. Well,
We got the
My
answers
bad.
we needed.
Yeah, if it works. Never met a torturer before. Interesting to meet the whole gang of them.
well, I didn't really do any of that.
Right.
That's my name.
Don't to make fun
Oh,
of
you
the
said right.
shitty accent.
right, that is my full name.
Excuse me. Did
Yeah?
you not get up there?
Oh,
No, sorry.
Understandable. I thought you were talking to Kipling.
How did you get on that roof?
Could you show me those sick moves?
Everyone pointing to the rabbit on the roof. Hey, what the fuck?
Right, well,
I know, like, some other things. Mostly stuff I've listened in on. I'm not. I'm a sneaky type. I like to.
be sneaky.
Yeah. I like. I can't find the Scottish accent. I'm so
You're
sad.
doing great. It's okay.
It's
Scottish.
It's a very dubious accent.
Yeah, I don't really know what it is.
Yeah. Listen. I like to sneak around. I like to hear about the mysteries, but I have been getting a very disjointed picture of what's going on here. 'Cause they don't tell me much about the lower parts of the city. So I've kind of been picking up from context clues. Because people sort of look at you weird when you just ask a random person questions, you know? But I've gotten enough to know that there's some creepy people. That some people are being, like, messed with in the head. Like, and not in the sick kind of way. Not like in the delirium kind of way. Like, there's some sort of memory shit going on.
Yeah, I've been there.
And I think it might have happened to me, but I don't know for sure. And if that's just, me being paranoid.
Are you often paranoid?
I'm quite paranoid. I have severe anxiety. It comes from being a rabbit.
Huh.
Would you say you're a bit jumpy?
Quite.
Ivory does a deep sigh.
But my short rest gets reset.
Did you want to share any bit more of that about that with us, or
Well, I mean,
Jesus?
yeah, that's literally one of the abilities of rabbit folk.
That would be a fucking wild gunslinger.
Yeah, yeah. Uh,
I'm about to make a rabbit gunslinger for the Wild Note
Jesus
campaign.
Christ. Break the game, Noel, break the game.
I
Me
mean,
telling the DM, "Oh, I don't care about the build. I like the character of me about to break the gunslinger."
I mean, like, one of the barons has been acting sort of weird. He was like the one nice one when I got here, Baron Elaine, but lately he's been weird and has been acting off and seems to be confused when I mention certain things. So I think, like I said, memory's being fucked with. Baron Christophorus is like major asshole. I just stay far away from him. The Baroness, she's boring. Talks about business a lot. Tries to talk to me about business. I stay far away from her. The Baronet is one of the few sensible ones, but I think might also be being fucked with memory-wise, because they like disappear for long periods of time, and that's recent, and I don't know where they go, and they don't know where they go either.
What's the baronet's name?
Baronet is let me lean forward to read the name. Baronet Hyman. I will spell that for you guys.
Hyman?
Hyman.
Heinz, the ketchup.
No. Listen, I named this character before I started playing Genshin, so it's sort of pronounced like Paimon, but with an H.
Oh, okay.
Holy
Oh, I
shit!
love Paimon.
I can't believe he has a high-pitched voice and refers to him as the third person.
He does
They
speak in the
shit.
third person.
Yeah,
They speak in the third person.
Yeah, they speak in the third person now.
Terrifying,
Get fucked.
considering the rest of the character of the Baronet. But there's like one really weird one though, and he's the one that makes me think that my memory was fucked with. He keeps showing up and being like, "Oh, are you ready for our dinner?" And I'm like, "What dinner?" And he insists that I agreed to a dinner with him to talk business, but I didn't, and I don't remember that. But he insists that I did, and then all of a sudden, I have this memory of agreeing to it. But I wouldn't agree to that. No way. Especially considering this dude. He's weird. He's got a thing. Magic thing that I don't understand. And listen, magic is cool. Magic I don't understand though is sort of scary.
I have friends who do magic. What's... Sorry, is that the baronet? Or is that somebody else?
No, this other fucker. His name is like Nico something.
Nico. Nicolaj.
Yeah, that's the fucker.
We should probably hit up that house.
I heard something about you guys going into the underground though. I like holes. Are we going in the hole?
Yes, I'm sure that you're still looking for a Warren, aren't you?
That's sort of racist now, isn't it?
Is it?
I mean, you just assume I like the underground because, Rabbit Warren.
Why do you like the underground?
I just think it's cool.
Fair enough. I'm sorry for presuming. I'm not very well versed in the world and its many cultures.
One of my favorite things about D&D is just being like, is that fantasy racist? I'm not entirely sure.
Best just leave it.
Yeah, best just make a joke about it and try not to think about it too hard.
That's real. Anyways, I feel like you really want us to go underground.
At least I don't have any, what's the word?
Bias,
No, not bias.
preference.
No, I don't have any command over you guys. I'm not going to tell you what to do. That's your business. I'm just some random fuck off the street. Yes.
Can I insight the shit out of them to see what the fuck they're doing here?
Yeah, sure.
Like, now I'm suspicious. It's like, what's your ulterior motive here, motherfucker? Which dice do I use? Insight. This is the wrong fucking tab! 21.
Oh no, Critical Role spoilers! Fuck!
Oh no! Did you see
Neil.
Critical Role spoilers?
I saw Critical Role spoiler.
Oh boy.
Fuck.
Fun.
Oh,
It was cute
boy.
though.
It was cute.
It was cute though.
Message me.
Okay, I'll tell you. I'll message you.
Fuck yeah. But
Can you message me too?
Yeah.
Nice.
But with your 21, sorry, 23.
21.
Sorry, 21. This is
21.
This is one nosy motherfucking rabbit. This is some bored as fuck, dubiously rich kid that is stuck here and oh, wild.
Oh no!
Don't read! It's a spoiler on my screen.
Lol.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is one nosy motherfucking rabbit that's bored out of their mind, that wants to know what the fuck is going on and just kind of dig around in everybody's business.
Roast
You're-
rabbit.
You're not terribly sure what's going on morally, but you do know that, hey, maybe morals get tossed out of the window when you're curious as fuck.
Vouch.
It's fair.
You know, sometimes you're bored and you say, hey, fuck the cops. And fuck you too, I want to
True.
know all your secrets.
True.
But
Yeah.
Ivory is not like getting the vibes like, oh, they're trying to steer us a certain route.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
I inside check the DM.
It's just, I do actually have a question for you.
Eh?
I was just wondering if you. I know that you say you stay away from him mostly, but Baron Christophorus,
Yeah?
dwarf,
Gnome.
gnome. I have him written down as a dwarf. I'm an idiot. It makes sense that he's a gnome because he comes from that fucking clan. Get it together, Emil.
You're fine. What about him? He's...
I was just wondering if you kind of know what his deal is, why he's even on the assembly, if he's,
I mean,
a baron.
from what I know, his like clan, the barons. Funny enough, he's a baron from Clan
And
Baron.
from Clan Baron, yeah, that
Yeah,
was weird.
yeah, it's funny.
It confused me a little bit too.
Listen, sometimes the DM doesn't quite realize things when world building.
Don't worry about it.
From what I know, his clan originates elsewhere. Does their business elsewhere in the more fancy places.
Alandor.
Pick on.
Be nice to me. Listen,
I love you.
I don't pay a lot of attention to those inner country places. That's too far away from me. I prefer the islands, the sea, all that shit. Now, I don't know a lot about the Clan Baron, but I know that they usually stick together. They're like big family types. So it's weird that one of them is off on their own.
It is pretty weird.
Yeah. And I know he really didn't like it when I asked him about that. And by really didn't like it, I mean the book accidentally got dropped on my foot at the dinner table.
Ew, he sounds cis.
Probably.
It does sound cis. Oh. You all wanted to go to the underground, right?
I would have liked to help.
Do you
Let's
want this
figure
back in
out
the middle
where. What?
Oh, sorry, I'm moving the mic back so Megan can
You're valid.
Get in on this good bus.
Nintendo is rising.
Yeah.
What is rising?
No.
Do,
Fuck
re, mi,
yeah.
fa, sol, mi, do. Fa.
Ow. Did you? So we're going to the underground, right?
If you guys want to.
Yes.
Okay.
Fuck it, let's go.
Fuck yeah.
Because I feel like it would be a little bit more straightforward than a sort of sneaky little infiltration mission into Baron Christophorus's estate.
Out of character, we still could have, Oh shit, no, it's not Renee. Is it?
Brine.
Renee!
Brine.
Yeah,
Brine.
Brine. Yeah.
I'm having a stroke.
No,
We
you're
still
good.
could have Brine do it. Try to get some knowledge from there, see if
Do
there's
some
a way-
reconnaissance.
Yeah.
Mhm.
In that case, I would like to talk to Brine when I have a chance.
Alright. Sorry.
Or, yeah.
But Brine's been there most of this time, kind of standing to the side, just eyebrow raised, like I've given up. I don't know what's going on anymore. But as you guys come to like the decision that you're for sure gonna go after the underground hideout, Kipling like kind of gives a sharp nod and stands up. Right. Well, see you some point.
My mic's picking it up. Yeah.
What, the guitar in the background?
Piano
Oh, understandable.
from upstairs.
An F. It sounded like a
Yeah.
guitar, sort of.
Yeah, she plays that too now. She's learning guitar.
Understandable.
Alright. Kip. Fucking Kip's leaving.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm not really
Don't-
the type to, like, travel in the groups, like... Maybe I'll see you down there. Maybe I won't.
don't do anything wild.
Totally.
That wasn't convincing at all.
And I never do anything wild at all. Me?
Sure.
Steal things from barons? Never. Have a good day.
Was that an hour?
Yeah.
Nice.
You
Spell
guys-
slots, baby.
Yeah, you guys can have a shorter. The one reason you need a short rest for
For
yourself.
the warlock.
Yeah. Bless you.
Oh my god, that was so cute. Bless you. I love you. Brene,
Yes.
if we're going to go check out that underground, and you're going to go poke around the barrens a little bit, was that what you were going to do?
If you all think that it's worth checking out, I am more than open to checking it out myself. Or, like I said, I can go with all of you, and then we can check out the Baron's mansion together.
Just out of curiosity, you don't happen to know anything specifically about the Baron?
Baron Christophorus.
Yeah, that
I-
prick.
I know from my initial meeting with them on behalf of the Alliance that he very much did not want to enter into the trade partnership that my partner was trying to enter into with Sigardet. His companions were more interested, but he was not, and he is sort of the unofficial face of the assembly, if that makes sense, you know. He's the main one who makes the decisions, but not really the leader.
With all that sort of buzz surrounding him, I don't suppose there's any rumors as to why he's apart from the rest of his clan.
I do know a bit about that. Only what my partner told me. According to her, he was involved in some various business deals with some experimental technology that his family did not support. And they had a falling out over it. And he was sort of driven out of the area. And I believe that's when he ended up here.
Well, however he got onto the assembly, they've got shit taste in rulers.
Yeah, they're more about business here than morals.
Ah, I see. Leo.
You leave leeway out of this. I just hit my elbow!
Oh,
Everybody quick, gather, prayer circle for Noel.
From my dealings with Baron Alain, he was cordial, also rather business focused, but at least polite and seemed to have some form of morals. The baronet, though, was hard to read. Mainly silent, very insightful on certain topics. I didn't know much about them.
Well, it sort of gets that way dealing with nobility, doesn't it?
Yeah. I'm surprised, though, that I didn't know before now that... I mean, my partner hadn't even mentioned that one of the Margraves was here.
The who?
The rulers of Janus are called Margraves.
Margraves. Rule. I thought that was an heiress that we just met there.
Yeah, but it's also a title that's sort of sometimes given to them. It's more of like an informal title, you know? The way they work is their ruling party isn't really chosen through birth or biological right. It's a place you earn, a position.
Starting to wonder how she earned it.
Yeah, certainly interesting, but...
Everybody's got their story. Do we want Breeden to come with us, or do we want to sort of do a little reconnaissance sort of deal? I'm asking the group.
I admittedly zoned out because I had pain in elbow. What are we doing reconnaissance on?
I'm asking if we want to take Breeden with us, or if we want her to go take a peek in the Baron's house or around his fucking grill.
We're already a fairly big group, though. That's my only concern.
Kind of want Brittany to check out the house.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She actually has a reason to be there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So.
Brine does speak up at that. I would be for the idea that maybe I not go alone, though, considering there's only so much I can investigate while I'm actively keeping the Baron busy. So maybe if one or two of you wanted to come with me, say maybe certain NPCs or something.
We all know what happened the last time we split up, though.
Hey.
Big gang, let's split up and look for clues.
Fuck.
I'm not telling you guys to split the party. Just send the NPCs away.
Are we sending Al with them too?
No, because we're not gonna get this done tonight, I don't think.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I guess we'll get Vinka to go with her.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I have to get Banda back. Damn.
The saddest part of it all, truly.
Hmm.
I think should keep Sir, or is he sleeping?
Are you talking about Banda?
No, Sir Everett.
Sir Everett?
Oh, Sir Everett? No.
Yeah, is he sleeping?
He's
Why are you
not
keeping Sir
sleeping.
Everett?
Well, no, because I don't want him to have to like be apart from you.
Oh!
He seems to be having a hard time right now.
He's having a hard time because
how's
Ivory's
Sir
having a
Everett-
hard time.
How does Sir Everett look at the idea of splitting up? And
He's been looking like a bit of a zombie this entire time, which I mean makes sense for the dude. They really haven't invented monster energies yet, so poor guy.
we gotta get a soda for him.
He doesn't look against being sent away to help out with something. But he is like still nervously watching you, Ivory.
Ivory's just gonna kind of look at him and just like, maybe it might be best for you to actually go get some rest.
I take offense to that. I don't really sorry. No, I'm more than fine to help out, to assist, to... I mean, I'm not really best at the reconnaissance sort of thing, but I can certainly try.
Give it your best shot, King.
Ivory, now it's Ivory's turn to look worried.
It'll be fine, guys.
You said that so weirdly. Now I'm wanting to insight check the DM.
Yeah.
Unneeded.
It'll be
Completely
fine.
unneeded.
Nobody's going to die.
That's
It'll be
what I said last
okay.
time.
I would never kill a PC.
Bullshit! Don't say that so soon. It hasn't.
Yeah.
It's been a week.
I look at the list of PCs I've killed.
Jesus.
I'm racking out my body count, guys.
Damn. Were you gonna say something?
No, I was just gonna say, like, however you guys want to split, not split, it is doable.
Listen, all Ivory's gonna try to get is convince him to go to bed. He won't be any help passing out.
Roll a
Man's got
persuasion check.
Cool. Man's I got an exhaustion point. Go to fucking bed.
You do.
I look to see if there's anything that could help me. I compel duel him to the fucking into the bed.
That's totally how it works.
Yeah, I don't know. Don't. I'm gonna use my gemstone for this. Wow, persuasion.
Mm-hmm.
25.
He gives you like a long look, and he does that like slow one eye at a time blink, where you're like, this man is really thinking it through. He's so tired.
God, this poor bastard.
But eventually he's like, all right. All right. The second you need healing, though, or someone is injured, I mean, there's not really much I can do if I'm back sleeping, but I will be very disappointed if any of you are injured. So don't.
Understandable.
Group dad.
Just this a tired dad looking around at all these children.
Yeah.
What is this feeling of warmth in my chest?
Can you imagine having a father?
Yeah, it couldn't be me.
Listen. This bit is hitting too close to home.
Ivory gives a soft smile. We will make sure that we will be back. We will be sure to meet up with you soon.
You have a curfew of 1 a.m.
Jeez.
Let's see if you're awake by then.
Is that not good enough? 2 a.m. Is that more agreeable? 3 a.m.
So Everett, I think you should just go to bed. We'll be fine.
Okay. I'm going to go to bed. He picks up his stuff, like puts his helmet under his arm and walks out the door.
Has he ever put a curfew on me before?
No.
Everett looks a little confused as to where this fucking came from.
Yeah, you think it was a very bad attempt at him joking.
Okay.
He's not good at jokes, but if you're a dad, you gotta make dad jokes, so like...
Everett just has like a worried expression as watching him as he walks away.
Understandable.
That is all.
Oh yeah. Are you guys heading off for Ramba's apothecary then?
I think so. I still think that we should ask this dude for like a code word that he has. But okay.
I mean, if you guys want to see if he has anything like that, you can, but...
Safe word.
He hadn't mentioned a safe word or code word or anything like that.
But he was also, during the insight check, leaving shit out.
Correct.
He could be setting us up.
Mm-hmm. You never know.
We just pop back down in there and we're like, hey, bestie. Hey.
Hey!
Hey, bestie.
Hey.
We're just gonna crush another finger to remind you where we were at, and we can just resume.
Hey, remember when we were like talking last? What's that? Do you have any code words to get us in? Thanks. Any traps we gotta be aware of?
Good times.
Yeah. I remember an hour ago, that was really fun. We should do that again.
Just shouting down the staircase into the basement. Hey! How you doing?
Hey, Beth. Hey.
How's the adrenaline wearing off?
Do those fingers hurt yet?
I feel like they hurt already.
Man, imagine if you
Do
healed
they
them
hurt
wrong.
worse? Yo, wait.
Y'all.
Sorry.
Get into some messed up territory.
Sorry.
That's...
I'm angry
I
about
have
this
healing
man.
hands. I can only use it once, but
I
I
like
have healing hands. I could heal his hands.
We've discussed some much darker things, Oliver.
Yeah. I'm just saying. It's a certain kind of territory.
Ivory won't
Pop
suggest it,
off.
but I will.
Hey,
Ivory's
hey.
good.
Guys, I got this new character I want to play.
What's the character?
Oh, we're not talking about it. Anyways.
Craven?
Yeah.
Oh, I miss him.
Yeah. Arca gonna come up again too?
The
No.
torturer extraordinaire.
He's
Anyways.
Or is it okay? Craven or Florist? Which one?
They're both bitches. Why do I make this character archetype?
Bitches that torture people? Gay bitches that torture people specifically.
I can't wait for Rye to. I can't wait for Rye to join the.
He won't. He's too compassionate.
Unless.
Alright. You guys head on out. Unless you are indeed going down to ask him the password. Or are you just memeing?
We could just go.
I mean, Ivory wants to know, but if everybody else is fine with leaving, then they're not gonna push it.
Yeah, like, we don't need a password. We can just clock this lady in the nose.
No! She's nice! Ivory will clock you back if you even try to swing at her, I swear
We
to
can
God.
tell her that her her refrigerator's running and she's gotta go catch it.
No, be nice to the old lady. She just thinks that Katori is sleepy.
She thinks Katori just
Are those
needs
cock rings?
sleep. What?
No, they're for like your
Sorry,
finger.
no.
Cock rings?
Sorry.
That one had avocados on it.
Oh, cute.
Baby, will
We
you
go!
marry me? Avocado ring.
Hell yeah.
Anyway, I have to pee.
Yeah, go.
Piss boy,
go,
piss boy.
Go bathroom break.
Okay. Break!
Break,
I
break.
might have to, like, go soon too. Sitting at my desk is really hurting my back right now. And I'm sorry. I do. I will hold out.
Here, wait just a second. This might be a good spot to stop then, so that we can have like Al for this next piece, because we're about to start like something new.
I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. I completely understand.
I had a lot of fun being mean to the stinky man.
Yeah, I like punching him and then not being scary at all. Fuck my life.
F to score.
It was
Megan.
understandable. It was a very good time. Women, when they crush fingers, very pog.
Yeah. Anyway.
I support them.
I want to play D&D again.
Send me a character backstory and maybe you can.
Fuck off, I forgot.
L.
Please, I've been so busy. Please be nice to me, I just moved.
I love you.
Listen.
No, you don't.
No, I love you.
Bullshit.
I love you.
Gone.
Anyways.
I feel that, Newt. I wish you guys a good evening. Go rest your back, Em.
I will go be a fucking
Worm.
Have
Worm.
good dinner.
Understandable.
Thank you.
Yeah. Have a good night, guys.
Bye.
I blow
Little
kisses.
kiss.
Good night.
Hi, I love you.
Love you too.
Love you.
Thank you.
Bye.
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 I'm gonna go face plant into a pillow.
Oh yeah, dude. Good night.
Oh yeah.
Get some sleep, bitch.
Bye.
Good night, all of you.
Bye.
How many times can we say goodbye?
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye.